Oh, hey, dude. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Just gotta set up my screen.
Still not used to the shutting down thing when it dies. It says shutting down on the stream, and it's the most scariest thing ever. Especially for the first time it ever died.
Yeah,
which
no
was
kidding.
like 5 days after I got it. I was scary. I was like, what did I do wrong? Is it ever gonna turn on?
I broke it. First card up, 14. 1 and 4 is 5. Honesty. Honesty. Rar. Honesty. Ooh. Okay, it fell. That's okay. Goodbye. Nicholas. Hey, G. How you doing, Nicholas? Yes, Wolf Dude. May I please have a goddess card? Yeah, give me a second. Just gonna catch up with who's here. Hey, Stony Faith. How you doing? Hey, Lady Love and Light. Aw, thank you. Genevieve. How you doing, Stony? Happy Moon Day. It's like 2222222 everywhere. Yes, Nicholas, I've done it. I've actually been red tonight. Yeah, it is not often, eh? You know it, boy. Good, enjoy. I love this dress. It's one of my favorites. And no, I have never worn it. Never worn it live. How you doing, Nick? Hey, Zigzagzilla. How's your day going? Thanks for coming in, dude. Number 5. Yeah, number 5. The 5 and 9 are just super prevalent right now for me. Whoa. How's everybody doing? How's your 222222222 day going? Oh my gosh, can you feel the love tonight? Can you feel like just everything amplified? Holy crap, get in the truck. Let's go. Whee! Oh my God, yesterday I saw like the most raw. It was a GMC and it was like one of the most raw blue truck versions I've ever seen. I didn't get a picture because I don't often, actually, I don't think I ever really get a picture of my blue trucks. I don't really try to, but hey.
You'll take a picture of the license plate, which is illegal, but...
Right on, Nicholas. Thanks for saying it. Well, where's my... Boom. Honesty. Thank you. Honesty. Nicholas. Thank you. I'm not sorry, G. Watching you walk away in that dress hit me hard and in a way. Thanks for saying it. And I'm free and single these days. Oh, gosh, Nick. If it was meant to be me and you, can you imagine? Right? Holy shitballs. And I just said that out loud. I don't give a fuck. I was going to say something, though. You remind me of a dude that once upon a time, I don't know, 5 years ago, I lived on a family fishing like resort. And it sounds really fancy, resort, but it's more like bungalows, little cottages, nothing really matched. And so half the grounds was tourists and people who came from everywhere, but mostly Ontario and some, you know, like Ohio, places like that, but around the world in general. And then the rest of us was tenants. We lived there year round, right? So it was the ultimate. It was amazing. Anyways, long story short, there was this dude named Rob, and well, I think he's probably my age, but whatever, he looked older than me. Anyways, his name was Rob, and this old Italian dude. And the first time he saw me in a bikini, Nicholas, his eyes fucking popped out of his head, and he was like, holy fuck, I knew you was hot under there, but oh my God. And I was like, whoa, thank you. Because he said it instead of just thinking stuff in his head forever and a day. He fucking just said it, right? He fucking just said it. Yeah, Mama Bear puts layers on for a reason, Nicholas. She really does. Love you, dude. Oh, you doing good, Stony Faith? I'm doing good too. It's been a hella 24 hours. I don't know. And I say hella. That's not a good word. It hasn't been hell. Yeah, be careful with the words I use. It's been a magically delicious, very freaking surreal 24 hours. How about for you all? Hi, Mary Wins. MW, thanks for coming in, sweetie. Sorry about my little escapade and exit really fast last night, but I got hit big time by a background psychic attack, and I just decided I was gonna deal with how it felt and then go and make a vid and, you know, give that little mama bear warning too, right? Because thoughts are things. I feel it, right? This being said, I was ill prepared because I'm very prepared for the stuff that I feel in the background, right? There's a lot of people who pass through, right? When you feel energy and you're doing a live stream, it's not about just what people see, right? There's more than what's in actual plain sight. So people in the background sometimes talking in their head, thinking things can actually be louder for me than people on the screen talking, right? And that might not make sense, but there are people who understand when I say this because I have had, you know, live streams where the psychic attack happens and somebody's like, holy shit, what's happening? Protect Jen, right? They felt the energy. They know it's back there too. I'm not the only one. So anyways, last night was just the, oh, okay, I was in the moment where I was like, wee, wide heart open. And you guys were like I had 3 thank yous in a row for doing the stream and I was feeling all mushy and stuff like that. And it was just like, I wasn't ready for it, right? But hey, things happen. It is what it is. And let's get on with today. Hey, Research Flat Earth. I'm going to blue you right away. I seen you today. Thanks for coming in. Let's grow your channel. One question I wanted to ask you, Research Flat Earth, when I saw you, if you're still here, are you a new channel or are you a channel that, you know, you had content and you had to start over or something? Because when I saw your numbers were low, my first thought was like, maybe this is a channel who was already here before, but a lot of, you know, with the channel stuff and YouTube and whatever happens. It's just a question I had. I was going to write it in the text box. We were in Skull Asylum's live stream. That is shared in my community post to find the channel if you guys so choose. But I thought sometimes I write stuff and I get too excited in like other people's live streams and then it's like I don't make sense if you don't know me or if you've never heard me speak. It's like, huh? What you talking about? Hi, Crystal Clear. Cece, how's it going? It's Monday. Oh my gosh. Monday Moon Day. And it's not really that it matters. It's more just the letters, the feeling of it. Okay, Wolf dude.
Absolutely nothing.
You went away? Nicholas, backtrack a little bit for what I said about the rest. I had a little story for you. I don't know if you heard it or not. Okay. Thanks, Wolf Dude, for asking me to grab the Goddess deck first. You specifically guided me to a deck. And boom, first card today. For real. Well, this is the first card. Honesty. Honesty is the first card. Oh, you little shitball. Okay, well, if you want me to put the shepherd's pie in the oven, it needs a half an hour, okay?
Put it in the oven.
Okay, I'm going to have to go put the shepherd's pie in the oven. Honesty was the first card. Wolf Dude, you asked me to grab a card from the Goddess deck. So, of course, I did. And the first Goddess to come see us today is Sophia, 47, Divine Wisdom. This being said, I need to take a second because Baby Bear wants me to put the shepherd's pie in the oven. So, hey, right? Priorities. DJ AOE decides to come in too. Double nicks. Hi, Candy. Thanks for coming in, sweetie. Whee! Welcome in. I'm trying to remember which stream did we meet in last week. I've been doing something where I'm going into different spots, or you know what I mean? I want to change my algorithms. I'm openly questing for tribe type of thing, because how I find people is through other people, right? So I'm like, I've been guided to like kind of quest around and like go to different spots that I've never really been before, or places like, you know, like a lot of channels I've had y'all for a long time, but hey, I can only spend a certain amount of time on the internet and, you know, looking at a screen, right? So I'm like spreading myself out there looking for more. I want my algorithms to be a little bit slightly changed as well. I'm finding that I'm not being stimulated by, you know, certain content and stuff. I'm just like, okay, blah blah blah, this isn't important to me. I'm not learning anything, I'm not growing, I'm not laughing, I'm not meeting anybody new, right? So really, crystal clear. Right on, honey. You were supposed to be named Sophia Rose. You're cooking too? What you making, honey? My daughter's name over there, she's Lily Rose. And Sophia is a name that is really popular for little girls around here right now. In the last like years, Sophia is just, it's incredible how many there are. Yes, Mary, crazy energy. Crazy beautiful, but the, like, it's like, whoa. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, let's just get into the card. Ooh, I never thought of that, Candy. Thank you. Every time I want to change, I delete my watch histories and my Google history. Boom. Thank you. I'm going to go do that later just to amp it up, right? Just to make sure that, yeah. Right on. Crystal clear salmon, quinoa with mango curry. Oh my gosh, that sounds delish. I made a shepherd's pie and I prepped some ribs for I don't know when. At this point, I have raised the temperature in the house. It's like hotter in here than it is out there, right? I don't have air conditioning or a fan per se. So it's like hot. Okay, 47, Sophia, divine wisdom. Human wisdom comes from personal experience, but divine wisdom is unknown to our life experience. When we ask for help, we were asking for guidance from a source that's greater than us, a great unknowable mystery. When we receive it, it's often life-altering and it affects us in ways beyond our comprehension. The Gnostic goddess Sophia, who brought the material world into being, arrives to show you how fate and destiny operate in relationship to synchronicity. When you least expect it, meetings and opportunities spring up as if out of nowhere. Your life begins to work out and your sense of alignment with a higher purpose and a power. Trust that you are divinely protected and directed. Indeed, trust your higher self. Practice the art of faith before results. This is an essential key in co-creating our world. I'm going to read the alignment message because I'm not so sure where people are at, and I'm going to do it all. When you are disconnected from your higher power, you begin to believe that you alone are the source of abundance in life. It's wise to commit to a conscious and deliberate daily connection to a higher power. When you forget to do this, you place too much attention on materialism, work, money, goals, and the like. The goddess Sophia reminds you that it's the spiritual aspect, the invisible aspect, that's the essence of your desires. It means more than the form. You might be mistaking something false for divine guidance right now. It's time to come back into alignment and receive true divine guidance, divested from wishful thinking or ego attachments. Indeed, think less, feel more, right? It's your heart, not your head, leading the way right now. Actually, well, that needs to be leading the way, right? Opening to wisdom of mystery of the universe is your alignment task right now. Let the goddess Sophia guide you to your magic. The most meaningful and beautiful expression of yourself is waiting for you. I love it. Thanks, Sophia. Loves you, sweetie. Zigzagzilla, it's the best time to be alive. very surreal, to be honest. It's not, yeah, it is. It surreally is. And I got Brian looking at me here with his little, he's looking at me with that little smile of his, eh? He's always near me. I keep, with the Milky Way deck, right, the first edition. I don't know if the second is out yet. I don't think it is. I haven't seen anything or heard anything about it. But the first edition of the Milky Way Soul Tribe deck, there's an extra card, an extra Brian card, and just he's always right beside me, right? Always. Yeah. DJ Lee, LOL, awesome story, G. I totally tell women all the time things like that looks good on you, or those pants look great, or blah, blah, blah. It's my favorite. And I'm a leg guy. Right on. Yeah, and there's a beauty to saying, like, the truth of what you feel instead of the looks and the feeling, that creepy, gooey feeling. Like, I'm sorry, I know what it's like to be a woman. I've been in this package 51 years. I've been sexualized since before I even had curves and anything to sexualize, right? I was 10 years old already being sexualized, being whistled at when I walked down the street, right? So I lived a whole hell of a long lifetime of being sexualized, being looked at in certain ways by masculine. And, you know, there's a beauty to directness, honesty, right? Beauty is beauty. If you feel it and you say it, it's a lot less creepy. That trick that men have of wearing sunglasses and thinking we don't know where you're looking, well, we do. We really do, right? It's called mind rape. Sorry for the trigger word, but that's what it is. That's what it feels like. Some women might not have their, their third eye open enough or have enough awareness of energy to actually feel it. But some of us, we feel it on instant, even from across the world, from just a random person pressing us on me, to look at me in a certain way. I feel that. Right? So it's taken me years to master what that feels like. And I know I've talked about this before, but I'm going to repeat it, right? Because if it can help other people understand how thoughts are things. I started my channel January 17th. In my library of videos, it says I have approximately 2,000 videos. That's not true. There's about 3,000 videos. I've deleted at least 1,000 videos since I started, from what it feels like. And the major deletion was from January to March, April 2019, when I was waking up, sweating, almost screaming of what it feels like to be looked at in the middle of the night, right? That's why the video that I made last night, I didn't keep it up long. It was a warning for the person who came in, made me feel a certain way. You want to come into my stream? Go ahead. Speak up or say something. The psychic attack is felt. I'm not going to pretend it's not. Right? It's not okay for me to hold that inside and not say it. Anyways, just saying. Stony, thank you, sweetie. I was as well. At the age of 10, I got curvy, like over a few months. Yeah. Like I've always, like the package that I'm in right now, since 11 or 12, has looked approximately the same, give or take, right? You can look at pictures of me when I'm really, really young, and, well, I don't have any, right? But, like, I already had the thing, right? And I don't know how to describe it. It just, yeah. I can see myself. I'm in grade 5, which is approximately that age. I'm wearing pink jeans, and I'm so proud of my pink jeans, and I get told by a dude, right, in my class, his name was Brian, I can still remember, sorry Brian, but that was his name, right? Brian says, nice ass, and I'm like, what do you mean, right? I'm fucking 10, I kind of get it, but I don't, right? But I don't. And then he's like, just like, whatever, right? But then after that, he was always on me or close to me, and I would tell the teachers, right? He's just like, he's gross, he's saying stuff to me, he's like, oh, just boys will be boys, right? We've all been told this from the time, like, eternal. Boys will be boys. It was fine for him to say that to me. Didn't matter if we were standing in line and I would tell the teacher, I don't want to stand beside him. I had to anyways, because boys will be boys. It's fine. Mary says, hey, Zigzag looked good in his garden video last night on Milky Way. I didn't listen to that. I popped in just a little bit. I did like it in passing, I think. It's in my watch later. It's in my watch later. Not gonna lie, it's kind of hard to watch the garden videos right now. It's awesome, but it's hard because I wasn't able to produce much, and you know, my summer did not go as my mind wanted it to. But my heart and soul is like, this is how it's supposed to be. We didn't even get one sunflower. We planted so many, and the chipmunks and the squirrels like ate all the seeds. We didn't even get one. That's kind of funny to me, but yeah. Okay, Master Saint Germain, use your magic. Definitely. Time to hike up the magic. You know, there's a lot to be said for harnessing your inner alchemist, for knowing yourself, and for using your own magic. I'm gonna leave it at that. Anybody sleeping, having any dreams, dream recall type of thing come up? I dreamed that there was a bunch of us. We were gathered. We were doing stuff. What we were doing, I can't remember, right? It's not part of what I remember. But I was at the top of a hill. We were basically on our like future land or dreamland, right? Maybe it's not what it's going to look like. But anyways, so I was at the top of a hill and I looked down and it was like this cool path. And it was dirt. It wasn't winter. It was dirt. And then there was a tire with no rim in it. And so I decided, I stood up in the tire with my feet inside, and then I just kind of pushed myself off, and then I went down the hill. And I stopped at the bottom, and, you know, whoever was at the bottom, can't identify the faces, can't remember who, but it was Tribe Vibe, right? Were like, what the fuck were you doing? And I was like, what do you mean? And they're like, Jen, Michelle, there's, like, the edge of the cliff is right there. And I was like, what? Oh, damn. Well, I'm fine. It's okay, right? So I like slid the whole tire down and was like, wee! But then didn't realize or care even that the edge of the precipice, like the edge of the cliff was right here. But other people were like, well, what were you thinking? And I was like, I wasn't thinking. I was just having fun. I didn't go down the cliff. It's fine, guys. That's all I remember. You can't ever remember your dreams, Candy? I have like that weird thing where I will have sometimes such recall that like, I mean, the most minute, smallest details can be remembered and then different, right? Like it's always different for me. I'm also someone who has like vision dreams since a child, like since I was little. So I will dream and have like vision dreams. They don't come into fruition the exact ways, or they'll come into fruition in like completely opposite ways or whatever, but an example of why am I going so fast? Slow down, babe. Slow down. An example of a vision dream I had once. I lived near a farm, and the farm was my mom lived there with her boyfriend. She wasn't married to him, right? She wasn't with my dad. She was with him. And then I lived in the house here, like far away, kind of like, you know, I don't know, whatever feet. I don't know. I'm not good with feet and shit. Half a football field away. And then there was another house beside me who was like my best friend at the time. And I had dreamt that I woke up and looked at the farmhouse and there was fire. And so I had told my mom and her boyfriend that I just be careful. I had a weird dream of fire. Anyways, long story short, about a month or so later, I woke up in the middle of the night. There was sirens not making noise because this was in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people don't use sirens for no reason when you live in the middle of nowhere in farmland, right? So I woke up and I looked out my window and my dream was manifesting. It turned out that the sirens that were turning, the colors, were farther back, like on the other side of the other land, at the abattoir, which in French is a slaughterhouse, right? It was a pork abattoir. I don't know how to say it more fancy than that. Sorry. So it was on fire. But what I saw was exactly like in my dream, because when I looked out my window, I could see through their window the fire, the reflection coming from their window. So when the dream came true, it wasn't that their house, their land, nothing of they weren't affected, but the land beside was. So like certain things like that, right? So how it can be that you have a dream that looks one way, but when it comes true, it's not the exact way. Well, dude, I dream of fighting the good fight. Wish others could pop up in my dreams. You guys pop up in my dreams, like Nicholas specifically. Remember last year? Was it even around this time? I could go on our Instagram and just scroll and check up, but last year, I dreamed of you often, Nicholas. We were building, we were gathering, we were renovating stuff. That's what I remember. I'm trying to think of specific people, specific times, but I dream of us. Yeah, we're working hard in dream time, guys. We really are. Hey, Triple B's Farms, how's everything going? Wrong book. I love this card. I think it's the first time this card has come up with this deck. This deck's only about a month old. I can't remember ever having seen the deer from this deck. She's gorgeous. Deer, 11. 1 and 1 is 2. Power. You are enough. You are worthy. Ethics are a part of building a genuine personal power. Boom, I just said we were building, renovating. Stand strong in front of bullies and hold boundaries tenaciously. Boom, last night, whether anybody saw it or not, that's what happened, right? The psychic attack. Doesn't matter if it was in the background. And how I was guided to not just sit there, shut my stream off, pretend it didn't happen, to go do that little warning video, because I know who it was. It wasn't some random stranger or troll, right? I know who it was. I felt it all, head to toe. I almost puked, right? I almost fucking threw up, guys. That's how fast it happened. So yeah, I wasn't guided to pretend it never happened, right? And I took down the video because when I give that look and I'm talking like that, it was just for the warning. It wasn't to be kept up, right? Do no harm, take no shit. I ain't here to be a decorated piece to be, projected upon. And whether people see it in the chat or not, like if it's in the chat, people see it, and then people either leave, you back away, I deal with it, whatever. It's a whole other level than when it happens in the background. But here's the thing. The stronger we grow, the more telepathic we are. The more telepathic we are, the more that thoughts or things are everywhere, the more that they're felt. I can't block what I feel anymore. I'm not going to shield myself up and protect myself from my own fucking channel and tribe and my own stream. I need to be wide open when I stream, right? So it's me that has to understand, how to master the feeling and just, when I get hit with something, I get that. But at some point, if people just focused on going into videos and live streams of people they enjoyed, people they resonate with, instead of going in with malicious feelings and intent, then none of that would happen, right? Go towards what you love. Don't look at me if you don't like me. Don't look at me if there's nothing growing inside of you or bubbling inside of you, because I'm here. Why would you waste your time looking at me when you could go find a channel that is potentially your best friend forever or your soul family, right? Doesn't that make any sense at all? Stop focusing on people you don't enjoy, you don't like, or that you're thinking bad thoughts about. We feel it. That's it. Hey, Skull Asylum. Just be yourself. Yes, indeed. I'm going to finish reading this one. Stand strong in front of bullies. Hold your boundaries tenaciously, right? I didn't do all this inner work to just be like all like, oh yes, I'm supposed to be all loving and compassionate, but if that's not what it feels like, that's not what you're gonna get. You know that thing, I didn't label myself as a mama bear for no reason. I don't want to be seen as a goddess. I'm not here to embody the goddess for you guys. You got my goddess aspects, sure, right? But I'm not here for that. I'm here for a different role. I'm a gatherer. I'm here for a purpose. I got 144 minimum souls to find so that you can find each other, right? My 72 and my 72, you're meant to find each other through me. That's it. That's why I'm here. I ain't been selling stuff the last 3 years. I'm not promoting books or promoting shit. I'm here so that people can find each other. It's a sanctum, a safe place, so people can find each other. Once my mark has been hit of souls that are found, I'm on a whole other level, and so are my souls that have found each other. That's what we're doing, right? We're here to find our soul family. And some people, it's never going to be YouTube people for real. You're just here to feel what it feels like to feel included, so that in your reality you can turn around and actually open your heart to the people that are right there ready to include you. Does that make sense? Be proud of what you have achieved, but humble in your outlook. Let's see what else. The magic. Dear Magic is all about personal power. When you feel powerless or small, imagine a stag with a crown of antlers standing by you, lending you its presence and strength. Deer energy is also great for healing a weak body and for going on astral journeys. Yeah, my stag head is right here. My dude. I didn't even bother putting them on the wall because I just like bring them around, like right on. Just a little bit of stag energy. I don't have any real antlers in my life right now, which is really rare. I usually have at least something tangible to hold, but I don't right now. Nicholas, I appreciate finding the space you created. It's felt like home since I walked in. Yeah, and still, like everybody comes in different ways, right, Nick? But still, the way that for how it happened with you, right? We're going on 3 years. It's going to be shit. It's not even a whole month left, right? On September 13th, your birthday. I can still see myself. I'm sitting in I've moved 3 times since then, right? There's been an evolution to my life. I'm not where I want to be, but there's been an evolution, right? I've changed scripts of what's my reality 3 times since then. That was September 2019. I was sitting in my place in Calendar Bay. I would sit on the ground back then, and I can still see myself. You know what I mean? Like, and you're like, it's my birthday. And I'm like, what? Right? You know what I mean? But boom, that was so cool. That stream is probably still up too. Eh? I don't think I would have ever deleted it for no reason. It probably is still there. Hey, that way, find me here. Yeah. We found each other through the Milky Way soul vibe in would have been around the same time, September, October, November 2019. Bonjour Gunnar, c'est la vie. Salut Divine, Geneviève et tout le monde. Comment ça va Gunnar? T'as-tu vu l'autre jour, j'ai mis une chanson en français. Elle était bonne, je sais pas si t'as checké dans mes community posts comme. Les posts communautaires. Yeah, j'avais mis une chanson en français puis je pensais à toi. And if you understand French, then you understood, but I wasn't saying anything too secretive. I was just saying I posted a French song the other day in a community post. How's everything going, Gunnar? We probably won't get Alex, Romania Alex, tonight because it's a little bit later for him. He's probably already in bed. Hi, Kimba. Much love, everyone. Thanks for popping in, sweetie. Are you guys doing a stream tonight, honey? I don't think you guys did last night. If you did, I didn't see it. How's your day going, Kimba? Oh my gosh. Nice dragon. So, the dragon I just pulled is Father Time. The song I started with was that Clocks song. Did I share it? It should be that. Let me just make sure. Yeah. So the first, and maybe I don't pull too many dragons unless I feel guided. So the dragon that just came up is Father Time. The song, anybody who watched the beginning as well, I was scrolling. I was like, the stream was already started maybe a minute and a half before I was like, I couldn't decide. I couldn't choose the song. And then all of a sudden I was like, I know what song I wanted to play. And then 37 minutes later, boom, this comes up, right? Just saying it to like show the flow. There was a reason I was guided to play that song and have that clock energy, because the dragon coming in later was going to be Father Time. 54. It's really hot. I cooked, and unfortunately now it's so hot in here. Doing well, Kimba? Right on, sweetie. You glad? Hi, Emoji King. How's your day going, Boston? Shannon 222. Hey, you all. Hi, Shannon 222. Can you feel the 222 today? Holy shit balls. Whew. I didn't sleep much last night. I fell asleep at dawn. A lot of stuff just coming through, and yeah, I fell asleep at dawn. And then I took a small nap later. I think it was, I don't know, Lily said I was asleep for maybe, I was knocked out for maybe an hour and a half. I don't know. I didn't really check. Father Time, let yourself sink a little deeper into the abyss of quiet stillness. Father Time is probably as old as the universe itself. This commanding, wise old dragon will aid you to still the constant chatter of your mind and just be. His presence supports our grounding and brings focus to the moment. And his aim is that we let go of linear time, for it is a man-made concept. His energy helps us to enter the void, which is particularly useful during meditation. His message today is, now, this moment in time, is a gift, which is why it's called the present. Allow all time to stop. Break your habit of clock chasing, because in reality, there's only now. Yeah, I find myself like when I look at the time, I'm more looking for the sync of the number. I can look at the time to see the number sync, grab that sync, but then Lily say, what time is it? And it's like, I don't know. And then I have to rethink, oh, well, 13:13, that was my sync, right? Boom, it says 13 on my screen, 13:12. Thanks, guys. Right? That's how. So looking at the numbers, dude, how the fuck are you? Scream Engine. Hey, Genevieve. Hey, awesome people. Hope your summer's been incredible, magical, abundant benevolence, and uber healing. High fives all around. Oh my gosh. Thanks so much for coming in, dude. What? Scream Engine, check in. Whoop whoop. I'm excited because I've been doing that thing where it's like, okay, my people haven't been here in a while. Come pop in, write in something in the comments, say hello somewhere. Just come say hi, just that little check-in, right? Yay. I'm doing okay. How's your life? And it's okay if you don't feel like chatting more. I get it. Sometimes I get way too pumped up and it's like, oh my God, I just cranked up Genevieve. I'm backing away. I get it. Oh my gosh. Okay, let yourself sink a little deeper into the abyss of a quiet stillness and let go. Man-made concept of linear time. Whoa, the timer went off. I gotta go take care of the shepherd's pie. Of course, the timer goes off as I'm talking about timing. Oh, can't make this up. Just going to read through the card and then catch up with the chat. The man-made concept of linear time is illusionary. It only serves to fuel the doubt in your life. I'm here to guide you to a more tranquil way of being, to be fully present in the moment. He goes on to say, the stresses of your existence are often due to your preoccupation with time. Find your point of center, breathe and let go. Whether these anxieties are from a lack of time or a feeling of not being good enough, nothing is gained by being fretful. Stop setting yourself unrealistic time scales and such high expectations. You can achieve without making it difficult for yourself. You as human doings, dragons refer to us as human doings rather than human beings, fail to see that much of your stress is unconscious, as it is as natural to you as breathing, right? Some people, that feeling, stress is so natural that they don't even realize, right? They don't know what it's like to not have it. Recognize this and release it. With this quietness of mind, Father Time aids you in finding clarity in all life situations, helps you to see the bigger picture, allowing you to reach a new level of understanding. He's gorgeous too, eh? Okay, I'm going to catch up with the chat. Gunnar, c'est la vie, merci. J'écouterai ça là, I'm fine. It's 2 a.m. here. I just watched the stars for an hour. Interesting lights. Do you have a view of the moon as well, Gunnar, at that, like right now? The moon came up. I was up till dawn, and it's a pretty little crescent moon. Very buttercup yellow she was for me last night. With a buttercup yellow, white, golden aura she was for me. Shannon, you're heating chili? Right on. Right on, Emoji King. I'm between two of my favorite YouTubers. Nicholas Element, Fifth Element. Shannon, I've been sleeping a lot too, at odd times. I've had such consistent sleep patterns of like just full nights in a row. I think maybe all of July. Or, you know what I mean? Like the one random night where I fall asleep at dawn, but not enough to even remember, right? Like I've had such consistent sleep. And then, you know, not yesterday, but the weekend was like 40 hours of sleep for me, right? So, and that's not common, but felt good. Emoji King, lots of deep sleep in increments. Yeah. My increments tend to be quite some nice ones too, right? Scream Engine, you're here sometimes though. Right on. The replay. I've been pretty quiet chat wise, but I always catch a replay. I have no doubt you're doing awesome. Right on. Cool. Yeah. Kimba, I'm normally here listening. Loves you, sweetie. Thanks for saying it. Love you guys. I want to say, like, anybody who did see my little thing yesterday when I talked about background energy, I was talking about the malicious stuff, right? Not people who just don't feel like chatting and are just here to listen. That's a whole other level, right? It really is. Scream Engine, it's been good, I think. Spending a lot of time in 3D, getting shit done lately. Right on. And I freaking love heat waves, so I've been soaking in all that hot-ass weather before the ice age comes. Hope you all been doing awesome.
You love heat waves?
You love heat waves?
Why?
Really? Oh my gosh.
You could pass out.
I got trouble with the too much, right? But then again, we don't have like that little, you know, air conditioning or something. We don't have a car anymore, Scream Engine. I gave up my car in February for the greater good. It changed my reality. It brought in a whole other timeline. It's for the greater good. But that glory be the thing you get in your car. I never used air conditioning in the car anyways, but with the windows down. So, you know, walking to go to the beach is a whole other level than getting in the car to go to the beach, because by the time we get to the beach, it's like, ugh, right? Beatrix. It's been awesome today. Right on. Me glad for you. Love that card, crystal clear. Yeah, he's a beauty, eh? Beautiful, Kimba. That's awesome. I'm going to start collaborating with somebody to do late night meditation streams. They seem to really work and help you sleep better. That's cool. Yeah. Awesome, Kimba, because one of the things I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I'm not sure if you were already here, but is that I'm purposefully changing my algorithms. I need new stuff. I can't, right? That like, there needs to be new stimulation, newness. So yeah, that's awesome. Kimba, I have to be careful when I stream because they have been sapping me lately. To me, in the last stream last night, this quick is funneling my mood, and it turned to a very aggravated anger. Do you mean people come in a way that is just switches the energy? Is that what zapping? Is that what the zapping term that you're using, Kimba? When the energy is like riding high, everything's amazing? Or you mean like YouTube-wise, whoever controls the equipment? You mean like YouTube-wise? Part of being a targeted individual. Shit. See, I don't feel that way. I know that I'm seen, but I just... Right? Candy says, sometimes I chat a lot and sometimes I'm quiet. Yeah, exactly. The balance, right? You gotta feel it. And sometimes what I realize for myself, Candy, is I'm known, right? I'm known to go in streams and chat. So sometimes I don't say that I'm there, or I'll just say it at the end because it's like I usually chat so much that when I don't, you know what I mean? Like it's like the what's wrong or whatever, right? So yeah. There's times where I don't have anything, right? I get it. Shannon says, Scream, I'm very thankful and grateful for my new life. Thanks. That's awesome. Yes. I'm proud of you, Shannon. Kimba says, same, Candy. It depends on the people in the chat because I don't always get good vibes. Yeah. Sometimes, Kimba, me knows to stay out of a chat, right? Me knows that whatever's going on in there needs to get done. Not my circus, not my monkey. So if I'm meant to stay and watch and listen to whoever's streaming, I just take the chat down. I don't even look at it anymore. Because, you know, the chat is where people meet. The chat is where sometimes things happen. And if I'm meant to be there, then I do. But if I'm not, then I'm not, right? Yes, Scream Engine. In Newfoundland, -1 degree is like -50 on the mainland. Yeah, the way that it feels in the bones, right, dude? Yep. Kimba says, I have no problem with anyone here, but there are people that pop in here, and I know their evil deeds. Therefore, I stay away because no one wants to hear it. Kimba, I'm going to say this straight up, the way that it comes out, as lovingly and compassionately as I can, but I'm not naive. I'm very well aware that some people are false light. I'm very well aware of certain things. At the same time, the neutrality of allowing somebody to be who they are to get to their truest embodiment is like the middle road of kind of hold space. They know not what they do, but I can see the higher aspect. I don't know if that makes sense. So when I see souls, I can see the highest self, and the highest self is like, I know I'm an asshole, I know, but like this is where I'm gonna be someday, but I'm right here right now. Like I'm an instigator, I'm this or I'm that, like the higher self tells me, but this is my learning curve, this is me, often the people who have a certain false light energy and do certain things are the ones that help us grow the most too, Kimba, right? We know our discernment. through seeing the pure of heart, those that pose as a pure of heart and it looks good, right? Like often, Kimba, you know what I mean? Like sometimes the bigger channels like have more people, are more falser, but the false is still authentic in the moment because that's where they're at. It's like looking at people through the lens of, they're just in kindergarten right now. It's okay. It's not bad, right? This being said, there's a difference between when people are actually hurt, bullied, name called, and certain things. Like there's a fine line of stuff. And what I've learned over time of watching other channels go through their stuff is blowing people out of the water and pointing people out only just leaks your own energy, right? And that being said, calling a spade when you have to, right, Kimba? Like, we're here to do no harm, take no shit. The card that came up earlier, right? It said it, the deer. I'm gonna read it again. We're not here to be all like lovey-dovey. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If somebody's doing something that's not pure, that is not of the greater intention, we have to stand up as well. If we were all living in a community, we would have to figure certain stuff out. We couldn't just ignore it and pretend it's not happening, right, guys? But, stand strong in front of bullies. Hold your boundaries tenaciously. It's important. That way, going for greatness. Candy says, Kimba, I'm very protective of my energy nowadays and who I give it away to. And Shannon says, same. I'm very picky with who I'm letting myself be around because I don't want to absorb the wrong energies. Exactly. And words matter. So imprinting ourselves by listening to certain people or looking at certain comments, words matter. They imprint us with the ick, right? The ick feeling. Kimba says, good, Candy. I'm glad to hear that. I've been working on the same thing. Thank you, Scream Engine. Scream of consciousness all the way. You do awesome on the fly, Genevieve. Thank you. Shannon says, chili with melted cheddar cheese and sour cream and Himalayan pink salt. Yum, yum, yum. Right on. Chili. I love my chili with sour cream as well, and the cheddar cheese. And you know what I like as well sometimes? With rice, too. Right? Like a bed of rice and all of that on top. It's really yummy.
Is the shepherd's pie enough good?
It's in your plate. Just go put, if you want, grab a fork, obviously, and if you want to put something on it. Crystal Clear, I'm here to learn. I'm quite a lot. Taking care of my house and my kitty cats. Stony Faith, I'm out. I'll catch you next live, Jen. Okay, Stony. Thank you, sweetie. Candy, Kimba, I've been working on this for the last 4.5 years since my husband passed away. Yeah.
Yeah, big ketchup thing.
Okay. Okay, don't put that over me, please.
Bigger than my head.
Okay. It does sound yummy, eh, Crystal Clear? I made shepherd's pie. Kimba says exactly, Genevieve. That's what I did on my channel. I changed up the algorithm. Yup. It's the best way to go. It's so we manifest our algorithm. We do. Allie, I see you down there. I'm just catching up to the chat, sweetie. Shannon, I cooked some meat with jalapenos, onions, threw some bacon, then some big can of chili with beans. Right on. Yes, Kimba, as we go on, we progress, we pick up new talents or ideas that we want to express. Exactly. We ain't seen nothing yet, Kimba. Kimba, we ain't even touched a third, or we ain't even touched the tip of our magic. We are practically clueless with what we think it is. It's so much bigger. You know what I mean? And I don't say that like the clueless. I mean, we're not in full embodiment of our magic, of our gifts. You know what I mean? We're not, right? It's so much bigger. We're limitless. We are the alchemists. It's us, right? That's real. Kimba, no, my phone itself or the computer, when I touch it, zaps me. It happened to me and Matt 2 streams in a row where we did not feel good afterwards. Roar, protect it. See, for me, Kimba, when I realized years ago that I was walking around and it was me zapping lights, or me that, you know, fucked up computers, or me that blew up cell phones and stuff like that, I turned it around, right? I've never been zapped by anything. I have heard of that from a couple specific people, though. Everything's going great, but bam, it's like being electrocuted. Whoa. I can say that that's what it felt like last night, but it had nothing to do with touching my device. I'm in midstream, I'm in mid-sentence, and then somebody in the background came in thinking a certain thought form, and I almost puked. Right, Kimba? Like, you know what I mean? That it wasn't YouTube, it wasn't the internet, it wasn't whatever. I know who it was, right? It doesn't matter who it is. I'm not going to say it. It doesn't matter. But I know. That's it. And so... But it wasn't a zap. It was more like it was more like somebody just coming in, punching me right in the stomach, right? Kimba, YouTube or whoever's watching, you should look it up. It's done to so many people, especially truthers. That's why I stopped. But as soon as I did it again, it picked up again. I've never had that stuff for me. I don't know, you know what I mean? It's not a part of my timelines, Kimba. Gunnar, let the lion of the righteousness roar. Hey, Allie. Hugs and high fives back. How's everything, sweetie? Scream Engine, there's always a shadow behind the light, but you have to look for it.
I'm patting it down.
Yes, Allie, I agree with that. Even opening a new book opens whole new worlds. I feel yous. Our energy is so important. Yup. Did you ever read I Know This Much Is True by Wally Lamb? It's a fiction book. It's a Bible. Like, it's huge. I say Bible. It's huge. Just the Bible isn't even that big. It's a brick of a book. I Know This Much Is True by Wally Lamb. I read it the first year it came out, way back ago. I read it many times. I gifted my copy to someone who was going to be a mother to a son. I gifted it to her in 2009. But for a fiction book, it was a book that, although it was fiction, it really helped me to understand masculine anger. So it helped me to understand my masculine, like, me, myself, and I as a feminine, but how my masculine side, like the anger part, it's things I couldn't understand, or I didn't care to understand. I just wrote off the anger, right? I surfed that bitch hard. And how that book helped me to come into a certain embodiment. Like, that book helped change my life because of what helped me to understand about my masculine side. And then, that being said, masculine of my life as well, right? I could see the reflections of the men in my life through that book. I'm not so good at reading certain types of books. I prefer to get my stuff different ways, but that book just was monumental for me. I Know This Much Is True by Wally Lamb. He also wrote a book called She's Come Undone through a feminine perspective, and it was freaking amazing. Like, amazing. Anyways, I don't know why. Well, you said book, and those are the book. That's the book. You've read She's Come Undone too? Yeah. Oh, whoa, shivers. You read She's Come Undone first? Whoa. That's the bad speller. It's okay. Really, Shannon, when I was in Kentucky, they put noodles, like spaghetti noodles with chili. I've done that before, but I don't find it gives me the feeling. I prefer the rice or even just potatoes or nothing. It's like if I wanted to eat spaghetti, I'll eat spaghetti. It's just not the same with chili to me. Shannon says stoners are very creative in the kitchen. Shannon, having high energy means you're a healer. Share your energy always. Yeah. For me, one of the things I've been guided to do, in the last year is basically to stop protecting my energy the same way as before. Like, I learned what shields up and I learned all that, and then it's like that part is over. It's different now. And so the learning curve of allowing myself to be more open, to not shut myself down, right? It's not easy being cheesy, guys. And it's like, who said it the other day? Somebody was in the stream. It was HC Pix. He said every up level brings new devils, right? We don't up level and all of a sudden everything's easier. It just brings new, right? Kind of the word devil, but like shadow energy, right? It's a new learning curve of things. Oh, sweetie. Kimba, it's not even that, Genevieve. I've had a lot of females that run to me. They tell me secrets about a lot of people on YouTube, and they're very demonic, but yet people don't want to know. Yeah. See, for myself, I cut myself away. I made sure, like, even somebody who's in pure of heart mode but wants witness and space held, but if it feels a certain way, I'm out of there. There's got to be the respect towards other people. There can be, like, if somebody's like really just right then been hurt and needs to speak, I get it. But rehashing something over and over, I don't participate in timelines that don't feel good to me. You read it, I know this much is true, in high school, changed your life. Yeah. It was on Oprah's book club. Right on. I had read it when it came out. I don't know how I found it before Oprah. You know what I mean? But just it was, again, like I said, it was monumental. Kimba, that's the truth. You cannot share your energy if it's not accepted. Yeah, there has to be consent. That's true. You can't just, you can pray, you can send good, you can send, pure intent, but that doesn't mean it'll be accepted. Candy, for me, being codependent for so many decades of my life, and now I'm on the opposite scale where I chose to be a hermit. Yup. Same. I wouldn't say I was like uberly independent with codependent traits depending on certain people, but I've always learned, I've always had to let go of everything since a child, right? From the time I was 6 until even now, even in my adult life, I've moved so many times. I've changed timelines so many times. I don't have the same roots as other people. So I didn't get to build a codependent childhood, because as soon as we, belonged, or I felt good somewhere and I had friends, boom, we were gone, right? And then even in high school, I was raised a certain way, pretty strict. I wasn't allowed to just go out just because everybody was going out. I wasn't allowed to go to a dance just because it was there. Like, I had to fucking earn, like, permission. And I wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, my mom had to say yes. So a lot of, even high school codependency bonds couldn't be formed the same way because I wasn't allowed to do everything everybody else did. I worked. I took care of my sister until she was old enough. Then I worked. And so, as other people were partying and then learning to just always find ways to be with other people, I was, working, going home, reading, babysitting, doing a bunch of stuff, and then only participating in the stuff I was able to. So by the time I was old enough to choose what I did, it wasn't the same patterns for me. That makes sense? What's a Torchy's? Trace B? Mina knows that name. I ate at Torchy's today. The devil is in the details. I don't know what that is that a restaurant? Because like I'm aware of a lot of American things, but I have no idea what that is. Gotta run, Crystal Clear. Thanks for being here, sweetie. Trace B, hope y'all are good. I'm doing good, Trace. How are you? Are you still in Texas? I know you told me the other day when you were leaving, but I can't remember, honey. Shannon, you cannot please everyone if they're not happy with their real self. Garden Party, Ricky Nelson. You can't please everyone, but you gotta please yourself, right? Remember that song, guys? Garden Party, Ricky Nelson. Shannon, my puppy dogs are running around playing and acting so silly, make me laugh so much. I love my fur babies. Kimba, I hope everybody's doing good. I'm okay, thanks. I'm good. Allie says, same for me too, Candy. The way Jen explained it, right on. Candy, I've always have lost those I truly loved to death. Starting with my dad at 17. All my long-time relationships are all dead. Now I don't want to live out of fear of losing people to death. Oh, sweetie. You have the totally opposite timeline of life as me, where I have hardly any close people in my life that have passed through. Most of the ones who have was logical, kind of normal, like age-wise. And everything that was kind of shocking just had its time and space. There was the illness and the time to adapt of certain things, but wow, I love you. Thanks for sharing that, Candy. Scream Engine, with this thing of ours, we are all chasing. The dark are chasing it too. Some of the bad ones come around to light eventually, but usually we all have to meet halfway somewhere. Yeah, Scream Engine. Personally, one of the things that I really try and do, and this is my thing, if I'm talking to anyone, whether it's in reality, which is rare, but it happens, right? Or just anybody in any type of way. If we start talking about anyone else, there has to be a purpose, like the person, right? And if the person walked into the room we were talking about and I turned over my shoulder, would I be ashamed of myself that I was listening, even if I wasn't participating in the conversation? Would I be embarrassed or ashamed if I turned around and the person we were talking about? Or would I turn around and say, good, I'm glad you're here. Sit down, grab a chair. So-and-so is at the point where she can't handle you anymore. She's speaking to me. Glad you came in. Let's figure this shit out, guys. Right? Or that thing of, sometimes shit happens. It's not pretty what's happening sometimes, right? With interactions. People are learning, growing. We're someone else's angel is my biggest dickhead who hurt me, right? But that doesn't mean I have to wave that dickhead around, tell everybody who it is, point blank, right? I can talk to somebody, have them hold space for me without even naming who the person is and completely saying, any details, so that the person can stay detached. I need somebody to witness what I feel. But the person can stay detached because, you know what I mean? There's not a label to actually even who it is sometimes, right? The more that we have certain things happen with other people, the more we grow. So it's like, there's a purpose, Hey, SS, how you doing, dude? Allie, I love you. So I just stopped in to say hello. Thanks for the laugh, Jen. Let us study the brain. That was great. Oh my God. Thank you. That was. I couldn't help it. That came out. Let us study the brain. I relish in it. Thank you. Yeah. Loves you, sweetie. I was listening earlier today too in the DMT segment. I didn't feel like chatting at all. I was like, I think I was either going on my way to go to bed. I think I was just waking up, and I was awake enough to scroll and wanna, but not awake enough to do any participation. But just to hear your voice, right, Allie? Rawr, he loves you. Kimba, I feel you're being independent, but being around codependent traits. For myself, I know I've laid a solid foundation and built a solid foundation of feminine relationships, and we are not in a codependent cycle. We are in an interdependent new world way. We rewrite scripts all the time. There's zero ever feeling with my ladies that I've built my solid foundations with. There's never a feeling of, oh my God, if I forget to text her, she's going to shit me attack. Right? Like how I could have with my sister. I know I don't can feel like talking to my sister right now, but fuck, if I don't even answer for a second, right? That kind of feeling. Like zero of that. The solid foundations I built with my feminine, they're there for me whether I'm in my good, bad, or ugly mode. Right? They're not just there when it's shits and giggles. If anything, they're on board so freaking fast when they see that they can see. If sometimes they see I'm crashing before I even see it. Right? My girls know me now, Kimba. They can see with my energy, right? I've been streaming before and like been told like, right, certain things. They know. Angelfish will be watching sometimes and she's like, go get some water, walk around, Jen. Like she knows I'm pushing myself. I don't have to push myself and talk faster and try to catch up with the chat, but I'm in flow, right? So and I'm not gonna lie, I thought I had a lot of solid foundations with a lot of masculine, but it turns out most of them are ready to throw me under a fucking bus as soon as they don't feel good. It's not when I'm good, bad, or ugly. It's just when it's like good and medium. Because when it's hard, they ain't there towing the line. This being said, the ones that do, you know who you are, right? You know who you are. You know inside. You don't drop me just because I feel a certain way. You accept me even if I'm speaking a certain way, understanding that I'm allowed to express myself of how I feel, and that's going to be supported, right? Thank you. Thank you to those who do that. I appreciate you. Kimba, a lot of us are still not the same situation where we need permission for everything. Tends to upset people. Yes, please, Stony. I'm just going to write the email to Stony because I'm not the fastest. There you go, Stony. That's my email. Comes directly to me. Rewild the child with Wise is my email. Anyone who so chooses to use it, please do. Right? Yeah, Shannon. Learning and growing. Exactly. Hey, Mike. My Sky's 5D. It's all do 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 do. I love it, eh? No, Kimba, it's not our responsibility to please other people. It's not. It's not my responsibility to be here and be told. Nobody has the right to tell me, Jen, you're not being empathetic and compassionate enough. It's like I don't feel empathetic and compassionate right now. Shit went down. I'm expressing that. It's a moment in time. It's not going to last. I'll be right back to my shits and giggles and bacon jokes when I'm ready. But you don't have the right? Like all of that. Yeah, it's not our responsibility to please others. I don't have to please anybody here. I might never, I could say something today and everybody just decides I'm done with Genevieve. Wow, she just went too far today, right? Who knows? People pop in here and love me like oh my gosh, Jen's so awesome, and then the day that I say something they don't like, they're gone, right? They don't want to discuss it. I had somebody the other day, right? We were talking about like certain things, and I was like, dude, I don't have to believe in Jesus the way you do. You can't tell me that I have to listen to a Bible verse and that has nothing to do with me. My relationship with Jesus is my own, right? Then boom, I'm flushed because I'm not allowed to have my own relationship with Jesus. I gotta be like having it the way other people have it. That don't make sense. I don't have to like, no, I don't. Right? I don't even see Kali, right? I don't even see certain goddesses the way other people do. You want to think your things about archetypes and goddesses? Go ahead. That's not what my relationship is. That's not the parts I embody, right? Hey, Alpha Self. How's everything going, sweetie? I can't believe you guys have a freaking zebra. Did I know that and forgot? I was looking at the zebra picture yesterday out for self, and I was like, is that a fucking horse? And they just like, it just looks like a zebra. I was like, no, that's a real zebra. I can't believe there's a zebra in your reality. How did I not know that? Or did I know that and it was just I was overwhelmed by all the horses that you have? Oh my gosh, Elf. Shannon, we have to love each other and help each other. True that. And when people aren't loving or kind, you back the fuck away, right? And you can even say, I got nothing I want to say to you right now. Come back when you're able to, when you're in an embodiment where we can connect, right? That's it. Just because we have to love each other doesn't mean we have to like each other, Shannon. I can love people but not like them at all. That's allowed, right? I still have love for them. I would never wish ill. I don't sit there and ask for karma to backlash people. It'll do what it does. I don't wish that on others. If anything, I will spend fucking days, hours, or months being extra fucking kind to somebody, making sure that they don't fucking backstab me so that nothing bad can happen to them, right? I will protect people from their own self as long as I can until it's like, rare, whatever claws need to come out. And it's like, okay, well, I fucking tried to protect you. When I say to people, I pity the fool who fucks with me, I mean that. Why? Because if I'm here giving my time away, taking our life, sharing it year after year, consistently, year after year, do you think I'm not protected by my higher powers? Do you think that if people choose certain roles in my life, that they're not going to get what they need to learn from that? Did you see the orb come through? Right? It's not me that wishes ill will. I try to keep people on track of what their best self could be, and they choose what they're going to do with their own free will. But holy shit, there's a special place in hell for people who fuck with single moms with an open heart, who's in a service to the greater good of the all. I ain't in service to self anymore. I'm not in the matrix, guys. Really, like, you know what I mean? Hey T, how's everything going, dude? Yeah, Candy says, Mike, we are still in the same circles, brother. Love you. Yeah, when Candy told me she met you, I was like, what? And then she said, like, certain things that you did hanging out, and I was like, what? Mike showed me that. Like, when she said you guys went to the hot tub in the place, I was like, what? I seen the hot tub. You showed it to me. Me remembers, right? We had a chat, I think it was about 2 years ago, maybe, Mike. And you were showing me like around like certain places, and it's like, whoa, now. And the thing is, when I felt Candy's energy, the first stream, it's been not even a whole week yet, Candy. When I felt Candy's energy, it was like, boom, instantly, right? Tribe, that's it. But then later she writes in a comment, she's like, you know Mike? I was like, yeah, you know Mike? And she's like, yeah, I met him. I was like, whoa. And for me and Mike, the only reason we haven't met is because of the borders, right? So it's like, wee. Bacon. Shannon randomly throws in bacon.
Bacon.
Kimba, we are all considered one. The sooner people realize, the sooner things change. Yes, we are one. And what hurts one hurts all. What helps one helps all. That's the truth. It really is. Right? Kimba, there's a time for laughter and a time for seriousness. Just, Kimba, you say seriousness, and I could go off and not be serious just by repeating seriousness 5 times fast. Just the word seriousness doesn't look serious, if that makes sense. Yes, Mike, of course, we're on the same frequency. Exactly. Elf, yes, I still don't have the bacon swimsuit. It'll come. The only reason I don't is because the only ones I've ever seen strap at the neck, and I can't wear anything that straps at the neck. Doesn't matter what it is. I can't have anything cross my neck in the back. It's shoulders, and that's it, right? Shannon, when I get triggered, I try to step out of myself and see why I'm being triggered so that I can grow and learn. Candy says, Mike, I miss you. I'm starting to miss Oregon. Kimba, I played a video yesterday on my stream of oneness, and it was so spot on and got me a strike. Really? Because of the content or because of the music in it or something? Kimba, Christ is a higher state of consciousness. Indeed. That was what the video was about? Right on. Whoa, sync, eh? Shannon, when I was a kid, I got to pet a baby zebra. It's all good now, Mike. Right on. My Skies 5D says, and I got my medical marijuana card. Kimba, you can only see gods in the 4th dimension or higher. Oh, I see much. I don't necessarily hang out with the gods or anything like that. I'm not that kind of girl, but I see much. Really, Creatrix, there was an unusual amount of zebra striped candles at the thrift store yesterday. Yesterday is when I saw the zebra picture on Instagram. And not just a random zebra. Elf herself, where she works and lives, they have one. So it was like, whoa. I wonder sometimes how synced stuff is, Creatrix, of like when I was looking at the picture, like were you right in front of the candles, or you know what I mean? What I would wonder sometimes, like, because I know things are so synced up that the possibility you're looking at the candles at the same time as looking at the picture, right? I know because of the certain things that do get validated, how in real time things are happening. I'm gonna have to move around a bit, guys. I'm getting antsy sitting here on my butt. This is the only time ever. I know I can sit here consistently and I look like it's like normal for me, but I don't sit normal like this usually, right? Kimba, it's not right to waste your energy on people that aren't looking for it. I leak my energy and allow for it to flow where it needs to go, and you know what I mean? Of doing the best to not fuck back on others. Yeah. I love you. Yep. I got you if you need me, eh? You can connect, Elf. Just to... Mike says, I'm not sure because my short-term memory is gone. Had to replace my phone a couple times, but yes, I believe the number is the same. Exactly, Kimba. Exactly. That's why I never wish karma for others, because it's like if I'm wishing it, if it's meant to happen, it'll happen. Why would I wish it? right? Because if I'm wishing that, then it's amplified back to me no matter what. No matter even if that person deserves karma, something's coming back to me no matter what. I mean, no, that's it, right? Kimba, if anyone wishes harm on anyone else, that means they wish harm on themselves. Yes, Shannon. Coconut oil and fat is good for the brain. Sea salt or Himalayan pink sea salt is necessary for proper brain function. That way, love and appreciate each and every one of you. It is a small world, Candy. It is. It really is. It's shocking. I've been across Canada, but I mean, when I go to certain places, where I come from is so small that it wasn't even on Google Maps, like detailed for the longest time, right? Like now it is, but it wasn't before. But that's how small a community it is, right? But there's always somebody who understands where I'm from. This being said, some people in Quebec don't even realize of the region, because Quebec's really big, right? And then some people don't even have any clue where certain places are because they're from the big metropolitan, like Quebec City or Montreal. And then when they travel, they go, overseas to Europe, or they'll go, to Cuba and stuff, but they don't know their own land in the same province type of thing. It's funny. T, I'm grand. Hope you're well. I had Aaron at football this evening, so it was a nice evening. Really, 5D, because the government took away my passport. They put me on that kind of list because I'm one of those guys. That way had spoken about, passports in a different way. We'll see about that someday, if it's meant to be. We'll see. Right on, my Skies 5D says, I found a special hidden waterfall that I want to take you to now, Candy. Hey, Sasquatch Mind Control. Thanks for coming in. How's everything going? I'm hoping that the fact that, you're having the best summer ever. I see your dad's stuff once in a while pop up. It looks like he's got a lot of little stuff going on, like, everywhere. It's pretty cool. Shannon, here in Texas, they approve some kind of Frankenstein weed that has low-grade THC, and that's all they're giving us for medical, and I refuse to get the medical card until they give me what I want. Exactly. You should have, like, the choice of everything that's available. I've seen the medical marijuana, like, the way that in Canada, and this was, like, years ago, so I don't know how it is now, but, like, you got these, like, extensive choices, right? You got, like, many choices. Not just smoking shit. Shannon says, I'll take care of my ghetto people until I get what I want from Texas. Free the weed, free the weed, free the weed. Right on, Elf. I just sent you a video, Lady G, of the video of some of the horses tonight. I can't look at it at the same time as I'm streaming. I only have my IG on my iPad. Thank you. Trace B, my weed is legal wherever I roam. Elle says, oh shit, this guy found out and was walking around with the black snake today. And he said, thank you for putting the snake back. It's the last night in Texas. Cooking dinner. Right on, Trace. Lots of love to all. Love you too. Shannon says, the good weed is always legal at my house. Shannon. I'm not repeating that. That's just bad luck. That's just bad mojo to me. If I, everything I thought I'd never do and everything I just, we'll see what's meant to be, baby girl. Candy says, Mike, I just have to manifest some new wheels and some more funds because if I come back to Oregon, I'm staying. Yeah. No way, my Skies 5D says, Candy, I have a little Chihuahua service dog, not professionally trained, just a natural one. No way, what's his name? Oh, there he is. His name is Pablo Kingpin Escobar. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Do you call him PKE for short? Or do you call him Pablo Kingpin Escobar when you're calling for him?
Pablo Kingpin Escobar, come here.
Oh, shit. Scream Engine. I'm on a couple of lists now. Donated to the truckers, lol. Doubled down after the funds were seized. Did you get your bank account seized, Scream Engine? Just because, you know, I'm aware that happened in Canada, but I've never, no one's ever come in, or I've never known anybody who it's happened to personally, right? But it did. And one of the things that was like kind of shitty is knowing that people's bank accounts were seized, but then never any information like of what actually happened to that, right? The Ukraine came in and changed the whole timeline of anybody really having information or sharing information, plus then all the censorship, all the people that were, you know, channels down and blah, 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 right? Scream Engine says, no, just the first donation was canceled via GoFundMe. I still, you know what I can't believe? That happened and that GoFundMe still exists and that people actually use it. That's what's fucked up to me, right? I just like, whoa, what has to happen for people to stop using something when they know that the potential for them to not even receive what they're doing is actually there, right? That's what's whacked to me. Scream Engine. Funny thing, I ended up getting it all refunded, plus some as people donated Bitcoin, etc. So they gave it back to the donors, from what I can tell. I'm not aware. My Skies 5D. I think I have a lot of extra room in my brain now, because how much does tumor they cut out? I think I can get the Neuralink program. They're just starting to ready for trials. I'm not aware of what that is, sweetie. Hi, Mr. Hugh. They only have limited places, like 13 people for trials. 13. Huh. Okay, I need to move around. I've been on for a while, and I need to circulate my energy a little bit there here.
I need to charge my headphones because they just died.
Yes, Shannon. Ooh, it says there's 13 in the chat too. 13 is the number of the divine goddess. And this is actually very interesting to me. Please keep in touch with that. Right on. Mike, there's Shannon's email. Right on. Trace says, my sky will be thinking of you. Exactly. Yes. Me too. Shannon says, I'm a geek. I watch lots of interesting videos of all this futuristic technology, and Nutralink is definitely interesting. Rar, me not aware of what that is at all. That's so cool, Shannon. Candy says, Shannon, my late husband's birthday was the 13th of May. Elf says 13 is my number. My father is a 13 as well. Ha! My sky, says Candy. Do you just need wheels or the vehicle as well? You're funny. I actually dreamed of a tire last night, Mike, so that's even funnier because it's a sink. That expression, I need wheels. Do you need the wheels or the whole vehicle? I love it. Trace asks, are you signed up for it yet? And Candy says, best of luck to you if that's what you want to do. Shannon, all this rain is making my lower back hurt. When you get a C-section, as they don't tell you, those big-ass needles are going to make your back hurt like hell 20 years later. I'm lucky for that. It's not a part of my reality. It took me years to detox from the meds, but I feel like I flushed everything out properly at the time. But it took me years to detox from the meds, Shannon. For real, right? The healing of a C-section is far beyond like just, you know, a line of a scar. It is like the ejecting all the chemicals, right, that they pumped into our back. For real, I know this much is true. Aphrodite Rose Starfire had touched on this a while ago, I think last month or a month and a half ago, saying to what point, right? And how fast they will do a C-section. And the reason that we don't, you know, that our bodies, most of us, our bodies aren't capable of giving birth in a hospital setting is because it's just so, they're there to harvest our energy, right? That's it. I'm sorry. I stand by that. They're harvesting our energy and our fear. And, you know, I know I was harvested 3 times. I've only ever been to the hospital 3 times for real in my life. It was my 3 C-sections, so I know what it's like to be harvested. I know the feeling, right? Me knows how much they waited as well to right? I'm gonna leave it all go, let it all go. It's all forgiven, it's all healed, but it's a whole other level, for real. Shannon, robotics is coming fast, and I want a little one someday. Elf, so much appreciation, gratitude, love, light to you, Lady G, and to you all. I love you, Elf. Thanks for taking the time to be here. We got to connect soon. Energies are too high to right, to go, like we usually go a long time, a couple months, right? Like when I said, right, earlier, I got like, you know, solid foundations with feminine. We're not in a codependent pattern, right? But that interdependent. Love you, sweetie. Candy says, Mike, my van is pretty shot. I still have the same van, but the tranny's messing up sometimes. Oh man, trannies and vans. I swear, trannies and vans, oh my. I got stuck on the side of the road. The transmission decided it was done right on the fucking side of the road. 4 kids, 3 teenagers and a baby, and a van full of groceries stocked up. Holy shit balls. Got to unwind, Nicholas? Right on. Love you, dude. Thanks for being here. Shannon, it'll be a long time before I trust the nefarious AI that's ruling the world at this moment. Maybe after the great. I don't use those terms ever, Shannon. Ever, ever, ever. Nice, guys. 5D. I had issues with the trannies in both of my vans. Oh, stop moving the screen. And my last one, I reckon over the Selwood Bridge in an ice storm. Really? I got a thing about bridges and going over bridges. Holy shit, dude. TWP Popcorn, what's poppin'? How you doing? Pop, pop, pop goes to weasels. Elf says, Mia's up at 4:50 a.m. Shall say, Zoe, the greeting for you. Zoe, the goat, greeting for you. Zoe. Zoe is my granddaughter's name, Elf herself. Sync. Zoe is my granddaughter's name. Not spelled with the Y, though. Just the Z-O-E. Scream engine! I'm probably going to need a C-section tomorrow. A half a pot roast for supper tonight. Oops. Yeah, you're funny. Oh my god. Massage your belly just to make sure that it, right? A little bit of massage in the belly to make sure that it's getting digested in there. I don't know if that actually helps or anything, but hey. A half a pot roast. You're funny. Candy says, Michael, Ma, I'm glad you're still here, but yes, I need a new vehicle, and it doesn't have to be a van. Okay, Elf, we shall connect off Friday to Monday. Cool beans. Cool. Trannies and vans. Great cutting edge country song to get banned. You never thought of that. Oh. But if there was a lot of pictures of like trucks and stuff, wouldn't it be safe? Trannies and vans, oh my. I can't help it. Oh, that's funny. Oh, now I wish I could write now I wish I had like the ability to harmonize. Trannies and vans, oh my. Let's get the beat going, guys. Oh. It's Is he still around? I ain't listened to Travis Tritt except for his old stuff in a while. Scream Engine, it's a good one for Travis Tritt to consider. Yeah, how can I remix that? Now I want to remix that. How does that song go? I got rice cooking in the microwave. A 3-day beard I don't plan to shave. Tranny. I've been mommed. I'm not allowed to keep making up the song. I've been mommed.
You have been.
I've been mommed. She don't like my changing word ability of songs. I get in trouble.
Mom.
Oh God. I'm being mommed. Elf, your giggling is contagious. I love you. Put Travis Tritt. What's the song called? Damn, Travis Tritt. Why can't I remember the name of the song? God darn it. It's a good day to be alive? Fuck.
I don't think that's Travis.
Hang on. Now I gotta...
Moment of silence.
I got rice cooking in
Do you want me to check?
I think I'll grow me a Fu Manchu. Why can't I remember the name? No, I gotta go listen to it later. Scream Engine, tell Lily to be good. I'm not gonna read that part out loud. That's funny.
No. I'll tell Mom to be good.
I don't have to be good. I'm supposed to be childlike. You know? Spiritual people tell me to be childlike. So do the cards. So I will act like a child if I want to. Same, Shannon. I change words all words to songs all the time to fit my life. Same. Same. I got songs where I can't even remember the real words because I made up my own so good.
So good, yeah.
Hey, you're like, that's kind of rude.
I am rude.
You are. You should encourage me in my gifts. This is why I ain't a rock star yet. I don't have the proper encouragement. I need a backup band. You can be the gopher and drag our equipment around.
The golfer?
The gopher. You can be our roadie.
Mom, who's our?
My band? My future band? I don't know who it is yet. If I did, we'd be rocking.
We're gonna be old.
Fuck yeah.
Old, are old.
She just called me old, but at this point, I'm not even allowed to say I'm like, I'm not an, apparently I'm not an elder.
Mom, listen to
Okay,
me.
whoa, that was loud.
You're not an elder until you're 65.
I'm not an elder until I'm 65. She fucking literally Googled it. I want some respect around here. I'm 50 and a half. But hey, I gotta wait till I'm 65 because she Googled it, and I technically ain't an elder yet to get some respect. And then I'm not allowed to be childlike. I can't make up my own songs. This is worse than my mom and dad. You're strict.
Mom. Mother. Mother.
Same. Okay, Lily, please don't. Come on, whoa. Elf. Same here, making up my own words. It's a great day to be alive. I can feel the sunshine when I close my eyes. It's a great day in the neighborhood. Wish every day could be just this good. I know that song, Shannon. I love it. It's one of my favorites. I don't know how I just, right? Elf, you are both fantastic. Could you say I'm fantastic-er? And she's just kind of,
I'm fantastic. You're not.
Fantastic-ister. And My Skies 5D, contagious is better than infectious, right? I think so.
How am I supposed to know?
Yes, Shannon. I guess you'll have to get our encouragement from us. You go G. Right on.
No, Goji.
You want to be part of my band, Shannon?
No.
Oh my God, this is
She's
it.
not a part of your band.
Yes, Shannon is a part of my band.
You don't have a band.
Well, obviously I don't have a band because we're just two singers at this point, right?
Yeah.
We sing, Shannon. So we're looking for the band.
I'll be the lead
Technically.
guitarist.
You'll be the lead guitarist. What are you gonna hold the guitar and just shake it around?
I hate you.
Somebody needs to teach Lily to play the guitar because she wants to. She's all of a sudden she wants to be in the band and be lead guitar, right? She went from I'm not even allowed to have a band to she wants lead guitar.
I've always wanted to be a lead. Not really. I've always wanted to have know how to do the guitar. Yeah.
Yeah. You know who's making shit up when we stuttering, eh?
Hey! No!
Shannon, I'm more into metal, but I'm also from Texas, so I do know my country music. Same, to be honest. I'm an old school country music girl. I am not so into the new age country, right? Not so into
I
it.
hate old country and she hates new country.
Yes, Elf, she shall be the manager. Laughing my ass off.
No! I'm not old enough to be a man.
Will you do makeup?
Sure.
She'll do makeup
And I'll be the lead guitarist.
and lead guitar. See how fast it goes? 10 minutes ago, I wasn't even allowed to sing and have a band.
Oh,
Now,
you're not allowed
I have a
to.
makeup artist
We're making,
and a lead guitarist.
we're making a fantasy.
She now needs somebody to teach her to play guitar. We need drums.
Shut up.
We need more cowbell. I don't know who's up for cowbell. I think I might want a little cowbell on my own. Just a little one. Or a big one. I don't know. I don't think, yeah, I don't know. Oh gosh, now I'm getting excited. More cowbell. We need bagpipes for our band.
No, we don't.
I love bagpipes. We need bagpipes.
No, we don't.
Yes.
No, we don't.
Yes.
No, we don't.
Yes.
No, we don't.
It's set. We need bagpipes.
Mom.
Shannon, I could be your backup singer. I'm good with harmonizing. Candy, I'm 53, so not ancient. Exactly.
You're dinosaur times.
I think 50 is the bestest, to be honest.
Dinosaur times.
Yes, apparently we live with dinosaurs, but hey, I don't know where they were. I lived in the Badlands of Alberta, and there was dinosaur bones there. Oh, thanks. Mike said I went back, couldn't find Shannon's email. Shannon wrote it again. Thanks, sweetie. Shannon says 54. We need somebody who's 52 and 53. We got 51. Wait, hang on. We got 51. We got 51, 53, 54. Right? We got me, 51. We need a 52.
52.
You're not. You're 10.
I'm 52.
We need somebody who's 51 to step up, please.
I'm 52.
Ow.
I'm 52.
52, 53,
Then
54.
We need 50-10.
Elf says 1968 December here. Well, great. I'm not really good at math. I'm not really good at math, so I can't calculate that on the fly, Elf. I can't remember.
What's here?
Boom! Heidi
What's
comes
the year?
in. 68. Boom! Heidi comes in. I'm 52.
Dinosaur times?
Lily, come on. Just baby dinosaurs. Heidi, I was just thinking about you when I took my break. 52. Here she is. So we're starting a band.
That's 54.
We're starting a band, Heidi.
1968 is.
None of us actually have experience, so it's going to be awesome.
Mom,
Mhm.
Mom, listen.
Oh, Lily.
1980, not 80, 68 is 54. The 54.
Shannon, I like the drums also. Hey, Mark Klein. Yes, Shannon does rock. Love her singing and dance. Yeah, she's a breath of fresh air, eh, sweetie? She is. How's everything going for you, Mark? Scream Engine says, I'm not 50 yet, so I'll have to be a screaming fan. Okay, but we're gonna need some fans to like carry shit. I'm over 50. I'm not carrying my stuff. Right? I'm not carrying my stuff. I've been there, done that. I've done all the manual labor my whole life. I'm not carrying my stuff. So we need some under 50 for some like arms and shit. Find the youth. They can carry stuff. Organic intelligence. I'm gonna play tambourine and bells. Ooh, I've never held. I really, really, really want some of those snappy little bell things. Somebody should remind me that I said this, and I should Google it and try to order some tomorrow. I'm not even joking. I want little bells for my fingers when I belly dance. And no, there's no belly dancing for you. No belly dancing for you. No belly dancing for you. But it could be part of the band. Eventually. Eventually.
No value.
You know, when I'm like 80. If I'm already shocking people at
Or
50,
75.
imagine how it's going to be at 80. Holy shit balls, bitches. Buckle in. You ain't seen nothing yet. Whew, I'm really hot now. Like warm, I mean. It's hotter in here, Heidi, than it is outside. Mark, I was told I was 43 yesterday. Right on.
Is that good or bad?
Yeah, we're not quite sure. Lily
How
doesn't
old
know.
are
Lily doesn't know what age you are. So is that good or bad? She says.
How old are they?
I don't know yet. I have to wait for an answer.
You should know all your tribe's ages.
Oh, fuck. I can't even remember your age half the time. I called myself 51 last week, and somebody said, "You're 51?" I was like, "Fuck yeah." Lily looks at me. She's like, "You're not 51 yet, Mom." I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I want to be. It's fine." I'm rounding up already.
I'll be 11 before you're 51.
2 days.
Doesn't matter.
I saw a big black butterfly yesterday with one line of white, Heidi. And it stood out because the white with the black was like, whoa. Elle says, la 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 la, not almost 55. I can't wait to be 55 because then it's double fives. Rawr. I love it. Mark, I'm doing good, thanks. Hope all is well for you. Me's doing good. Thanks for asking. Gonna go to bed. It's 2:02 and it's the 23rd in Ireland already. Yeah, Heidi, looks fun, the finger bells. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I love that you said it because wrote it because I had the flash of wanting those and knowing I want them. But I forgot and you reminded me. And I'm not joking. I want to order those tomorrow. I need sound. I know I want tuning forks, but I don't know which ones I want.
What's a tuning fork?
It's a fork that you hit it and it makes a sound. It's kind of like my singing bowl, but different. Anyways, yeah, it's time. I need sound and the click, and I gotta get back to my moving. I'm not flowing enough, and I need the inspiration of having the clink, clink, clink. Yes, Heidi, belly dancing sync. I just watched a thing of how good it is for us. Yes. Personally, I started when Bastet came to me and then guided me to Deanna Bastet. I've shared her a few times in my stuff. I'll send you a vid. I don't resonate with watching just any type or any belly dancer, right? But the art and action, right? So the art and action of people. So Deanna Bastet, you can go check her out right now. She does fusion belly dance, but she also does the like just all forms of it, but with heavy metal. So she's the first belly dancer I ever saw that inspired me or made me feel like whoa, right? Belly dancing is not part of my reality. It's not something that intrigued me ever in my life until Deanna Bastet came to me. And I say came to me through videos, right? Not in real life. And she came to me, I've suggested this for masculine over and over in the last years. It's not something I've talked about in a while though, Heidi. Weird that it comes up today because of the undulation and the breath work it takes, right? Because essentially belly dancing is breath work, and then and the movement, and then the snake-like movements, right? So what that does is helps with the kundalini to flow, and especially for masculine, right? And the masculine will be like, ooh, I can't do that or whatever. I never look at anybody and try to emulate what they do because I'm not a dancer. I don't learn by trying to imitate somebody, but I watch who I watch, the people like that are art in action to me, to be able to see their flow, and then whatever my body just does, it does, right? That's it. I'm not here to be professional or whatever, prove anything to anybody, but how it helps with the flow. And like, it's been like today, my kink is pretty much gone in my neck, but it's still there just a little bit. Like even when I move, I'm stiff. I'm not slinky, like sneaky the way that I usually am because it's still there just a bit. And that was one of the messages that I got in the last like 3 days. Heidi was like, hey, I took away your feeling of like perfection in your neck so you could realize that you need to really start moving again more, right? And it was like, oh, thanks for the warning. Let's get rid of this feeling so I can do it, right? That means it's cool. Shannon, I have an extra big t-shirt on instead of just running around with tank tops. You'll remind me, Heidi? I would really appreciate if you did. I almost typed tuning forks too. Yeah, maybe I should just like right? Find something and just order it. But I need to up level my tools, right? Because I need something else. I have to muse my own self, not getting mused very much anywhere else, right? So I gotta find the way to just harness some stuff for myself. Wow, I never thought of that. I don't know. Scream Engine, for things like finger bells, maybe you could whip up a Amazon wish list or something. Once in a while, people could send you some fun stuff. I never thought of that. Personally, Scream Engine, I gotta be real honest, I have a lot of trouble shopping online, and I have a lot of trouble shopping in real life. I'm not really a good consumer person. It's like I'm the kind of person that goes to the thrift shop, sees what I want, and then or sees something that I didn't even know I wanted or I asked for like 5 months ago, and there it is in front of me. That's why I've been saying tuning fork out loud is like if I could just like walk in somewhere and then boom, right? Yeah. Yeah, I really want the finger bells though. That's gonna be fun.
I think you already told me. I think I already asked, but what's a finger bell?
It's little baby things that you put on your fingers and go like this. Like little baby, tiny baby symbols. Like they're not very big. So like the things you can go like that, but very tiny, and you put them on your fingers. Aw, Candy says, Mike, I'm just sitting on my porch, smoking a J. The bee came up, hovered around me, and landed on my hand. Stayed for a few seconds before it buzzed off. Bee energy. L for self says, this guy. I'm just trying to see if it's somebody that I know. I'm subbed. Is that the video I posted from the other day? No. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing, eh? And it's not about body types. You don't have to have the same body. There's a dude I follow on IG, and his body shape is not like this. And I fucking love him. He's fucking amazing, Elf. Oh my God. He has a belly, like for real. Like he's not shaped like this. And he fucking rocks it. And the fact that he rocks it without this body shape makes me like enjoy and just like just more, right? Because just whoa. Yeah, it's super, like it's a game changer. And especially for masculine, like it's not about what, doing exactly the same thing and having to learn everything, but it's about allowing your hips to rotate, guys, right? And not in like, oh, I gotta tasty kinky stuff and blah blah blah, right? Believe me, it doesn't matter even if you were with a feminine, your hips aren't rotating enough for you to get what you need for your crystal soil to rise and flow, right? Because it's one thing for your crystal soil to circulate within you as a masculine, but it's a whole, like it gets stuck, guys, right? And that's one of the things I said a couple weeks ago, is like I really wish some masculine would stop focusing on trying to like gather knowledge about like flat earth or trying to prove shit, and learn about your bodies and what needs to flow through, right? Like, oh my gosh, so important. That stagnant energy is exactly the thing keeping that feeling inside so many masculine. They just don't even know how to express a part of their heart and their vulnerability because their bodies, their chakras are jammed up, right? I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying that in the, how important knowing our bodies are as masculine and feminine, and what benefits us, right? And just how like so many men won't even dance, right? Even alone. And it's like, but you're alone in your kitchen, like shake your booty, dude, right? Like allow yourself to move. Don't look at other people move because you're looking at a woman and you think it's cool. Fucking move yourself, right? Or watch a woman and pretend you're fucking dancing with her if you have to, put yourself into that thing of allowing yourself that creative movement. But you can see this already. I have the doors open. It's 77 and I'm cold. It's about 77 in the house right now. For me, like last night when I did the stream and I was so hot, but then when I went outside, I was only able to stay a certain amount of time that I had to put a little bit of a layer on because it feels so cold, right? But it's not, but it feels like it. Yeah, 77. 77 is one of my hugest sinks right now, guys. Candy, I had an experience with a small bee today. It was so sweet. We had an interaction with a fly the other day that was really cute.
Yeah, it couldn't fly. It couldn't do its name's purpose.
Oh wow, I'm all weird in the chat. Yes, Heidi, I too need more movement. Yeah. I realized to what point, like when the other apartment, the way that the kitchen was, like the kitchen was this vast open floor, like it was huge, Heidi, right? And like a wood floor, so safe for my feet, barefoot. And I really, it dawned on me in the last couple days of just how, like, I have not moved the same way since I moved here. First of all, the way that the, what?
Why is there so much hair in the toilet?
Because it's mine. You want me to throw my hair on the floor instead? Well, someone's hair. Like, who else's is it going to be? I take my hair and then I go like this. And I will. I put it all over the fucking house all the time. But I try to limit myself. So I put some in the toilet earlier. Jeez. Gotta bust me right in the live stream. Yeah, but then, anyways, yeah. The more movement, guys, yeah. The breath work, yeah. Yeah, says Shannon, I love singing and dancing for the extra oxygen. L for self, me is stillness. My life at this moment is a lot of movement and other energy. Dude, at the end of your days, I'd be probably curled up in a little baby ball in your little monkey stuff and not moving much, right? That's a lot of horse energy and people energy and like, holy shit, you know? Right? And what the beautiful thing about with horses is like, you know, it's not just the horse. There's a lot of shoveling the poop, right? There's a lot of shoveling poop. I'm sorry, you don't get away with not doing that. Zulu one, you said monkey. Hey, dude, I've been thinking about you. Ooh, how's it going? I'm gonna blue you when I get to ya. I just saw you pop in down there. I'm not caught up with the chat yet, Zulu one. Thanks for coming in. Oh my gosh, this is the best stream ever. Hi, Kiki. Oh my gosh. How's your night going? I pulled the Buffalo card. I'm just sitting here kind of looking at it. I'll get to it when I catch up with the chat. Wolf Dude, I saw you wanted a card. It's the Buffalo Ritual Bison 38. I'm just going to wait to read it till I catch up with the chat, though. No kidding. L for Self says horse wrangling is a lot of energy work. And a lot of connections with humans. Yeah. My Skies 5D said I've had a regular visiting Yellow Jacket that I hand fed for weeks. Feeding got boring after 2 weeks, so then I trained to eat out of my mouth. And I actually closed my mouth. And it was cool with that. Oh my God. Michael. Holy shitballs. Okay. And I thought I was in harmony with nature. I ain't putting fucking Yellow Jackets in my mouth, that's for sure. Woo! Right on. Yeah, it is amazing. Candy, I want to get one of those weighted hula hoops. Roar, do it. Me is scared of props, to be honest, Candy. I'm pretty scared of what would happen to me in a hula hoop. I never was good at hula hooping. I've watched some hooping vids before, though. It's like, whoa. The thing I want the most, and I need the room for it, but is like, the thing that you can be strapped and you can do a bunch of stuff and stuff. But we'll see someday. Yesterday when I was thinking of to what point, like that I was watching a video and how mirrors are important for form, right? It's not about vanity when you work out or you know, dancers don't have mirrors because they want to look at themselves and be vain. They look at themselves for their form. Is my form okay? And how missing it is, and then that vastness, right? And how it's like, I don't know, I'm going on like fucking past 10 years of wishing to have, you know, the space with mirrors and a couple ballet bars for you know, instead of using the kitchen counter as a ballet bar, right? But it's someday. Weighted hula hoops sounds fun. Yeah, a horse's leg and core movement to move the horse. Exactly. Yep. They don't know we are here to show. Wolf Dude, I may have a card. I will dance to that. Yeah, that's the buffalo. There you go, Sylvia. Yeah, Shannon says, between the dogs and me, you should see how often I have to dust the sweep because of all the hair everywhere. Yeah, Lily earlier, I was sweeping. She says, you sweep every day? And I was like, well, yeah. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's just,
I don't see you
kitchen's
sweep
not,
every day.
huh?
I don't see you sweep.
Well, obviously you don't, but what do you want me to say? Do you want me to call you every time I do so that you can make sure that I'm doing it? We could sweep it. I'll sweep and you brush your teeth at the same time. That she's not impressed with me. I just tried to pull the mom card and it's
I
not
did
going.
brush my teeth today.
Yes, Elf. A lot of shit. Exactly.
39, wow.
134 horses of poop. Huh. Yeah. We had sled dogs, eh? And at the most, I think we had at the same time was 50, if I remember correctly, but it could have been give or take. So yeah, imagine picking up poop for sled, like 50 sled dogs, right? All year round. It's a poop soup, like juicy and smelly in the summer, and it's rock hard in the winter. And if you leave it there in the winter, imagine when the melt comes, right? So yeah. Once upon a time, my stepson was complaining about having to go pick up dog poop, and I was like, Ethan, I know how people are. You know the stories of like, oh, and back in my day, I walked up backwards up a hill and carried my oranges to school for 386 days before I got there, and it's like, okay, this is gonna sound like I'm exaggerating, but back in my day, we had 50 dogs I had to clean dog shit up after, Ethan. You're complaining about one dog right now is not impressing me much, bruh. Right? You're not impressing me much. I picked up way more shit than you're ever going to pick up from this one fucking dog. Right? Eddie. Oh my god. 38 equals 11, and that is my buffalo. Elf says, me is monkey. Yeah. Really, Trace? Elf, I visited an RV park this week. Mustang. I do have a pretty big monkey on my back, says Mike. Mary says, you're so fun, G. This is a fun stream. We're just going around from like stuff to stuff. I'm enjoying it. Thanks for being here, guys. My Skies 5D. I'm a 20th plus union stagehand, rigging and lighting technician. Yeah, Elf. Big horses and small. 20-year plus, Mike? Right on. Bison, 38, ritual. Live with authenticity and peace. Do not live how other people wish you to live your life, because your life is yours. Bringing the peace of ritual into your life can heal you. Nourish yourself. Develop habits that are beneficial and useful for you and your family. He's not so good at that. It's more like on the fly, right? What feels good at the time? The magic of the bison is an ancient one. It asks us to put aside the everyday and connect in with the natural world and that of spirits. Having everyday rituals is an important touchstone for mental and spiritual health. Keeping to good and positive ritual and habits for ourselves is something with which the bison can help us. Well, help me out, Bison, because if I'm supposed to have any, I really don't. I'm not the most ritual person ever. We don't even eat at the same time or unless we're hungry, right? Elf says, I know the roadie lights and sounds in the 90s. My Sky, yes, if you have a short-term memory working with you, I started doing it right here in Denver. A lot of the shows at Red Rocks and all of the other venues. I like the sidetracking best, to be honest, Scream Engine. You know what I mean? Like there's a flow to be had, but I like when stuff bounces around, especially unless like the flow is like sometimes, you know, there's certain streams where there's like an intimacy vulnerability and certain things being said. You know what I mean? But I love the bounce, right? No stream ever is just like one thing, like all the way through, right? I used to have people come in and say, like, what's the subject today? And it's like, I don't know, we're gonna be talking about something different in 5 minutes, right? Like, I don't have a subject. I'm not one of those people. You know what I mean? Gorilla, peace. To seek or negotiate for peace is a position of strength, not weakness. Choose peace rather than war. Strong leaders lead by example. And the greatest kind of strength involves restraint. And I'll leave it at that. Scream Engine. That's why I don't chat much. I end up sidetracking everything. But here we sidetrack each other. That's what we're doing together. Can you say about to own it all? It's a good freaking times. Yeah, I like the bouncing. I do. I think that it's beneficial. We're hitting on a lot of stuff. We don't go down a rabbit hole of stuff either because we're not trying to prove anything. We're just bouncing from whatever feels good at the time, right? My streams can go from complete giggles, like, side splitting giggles, to like something so serious and then right back to something else, right? But that's the thing is I bounce off what's being said in the comments, and then I'll either add stuff if I got a story or a sync or whatever. But Alf, I know you were supposed to go to bed like a half hour, 40 minutes ago, honey. Hats off to you because I'm still up and chatting. I know, monkey to gather. Scream Engine, we come in, scatter light, become fit like a laser. We're coming together. Ooh, I like that. Scatter light to a laser. Laser focus. Nice. My Sky Spies Disa Candy. I'm excited about that. I don't know how to read that. I don't know how to read that. Kimba, so many more people are waking up. It's wonderful. I was listening today to to something, I forget who it was. I don't mean to not quote the source, but especially when I listen to like Paul Butler, like Paul White Gold Eagle, his transmission, there's so many different actual sources that he's reading that I can't remember, right? But about how, there's waves of people really en masse waking up to be ready. To be ready. The people who, never gave you the time of day because they thought you was a freak about talking about certain things are going to be the ones coming. Um, Personally, especially because I'm in a timeline where I haven't spoken to my family. Like I speak to I speak to my daughter because she speaks to me. My son right now isn't. And I just,
I speak to you.
yeah, that I've exited the timeline of my family, and it's like I won't go and grab their hand ever again. They either are going to be ready and come to me, or they're not gonna, right? We'll see what's meant to be. But I've detached myself completely from the expectations or anything, but ready for any eventuality. But I won't dip into anything ever unless they have that expansion, um, for real. Shannon, I'm off to bed also. Hugs, y'all. Thanks, G, for a wonderful and fun live tonight. Thank you. Thanks for participating and being with us. I love you, Shannon. Simba says, yes, there's supposed to be 3 different waves of people waking up. And I honestly believe that has something to do with 3 and 4 waves of vaccines. Possibly. I don't know. I don't know, because for me, Kimba, I never expected anything that's ever came into fruition of this reality of the last year and a half, right? Like for me, this is how naive I am. The day that, people were supposed to wear masks, I thought that people would stand up for themselves, right? And now we're going on whatever. So I'm just going with it. I have no expectations. The best thing I ever did for myself was to let go of any part of me that had anything to do with, certain people in my family, and that's it. I honor my mother, my father, and my sister enough to let them live their life unconditionally without putting myself in it and being, in that position anymore. So, Kimba, I'm still trying to get away from my family. That's what I struggle with. Yeah. I know it changed my life, Kimba. And looking back, Kimba, my whole reality is different. Like I'm not where I want to be at all. Like I'm still here in this town, this city place. I'm still in this building, but this building is, first of all, there's no yucky, right? Ever since I gave the car back, like it started the same day, right? Because I looked at God, source above, and I was like, what the fuck? You want me to do the sacrifice of giving up something more? And now it's a car, and now I'm a single mom on foot. What the fuck, right? But the day that I gave the car back, abundance came. And like, I mean, I went from a timeline of being a year behind in rent almost all the time. And every time I caught up a little bit, backtrack. But giving up the timeline, the thing I was most afraid of is being on foot. I don't want to be here on foot, but I am. I accepted it. I surrendered to it. But by surrendering of that and then cutting the ties, because the exchange of energy to give back the car was so fucking complicated. There was so much gaslighting, bullshit, fucking stuff that it completely severed the cord that I had of any, like, I love my sister, but I won't ever let myself be treated such a way. I don't care who she is, right? I don't care. And there's no apology or nothing. It's only if she showed up and her eyes are a different embodiment, and she is here of embodiment. I don't mean she's got to be perfect. And I'm not comparing, saying that anybody's greater than or less than. I mean that, that our frequencies are meant to be together, because the nightmare of what it feels like to have realized to what point. It didn't matter, Kimba, how many years of inner work I had done. The voices in my head were not my own. They were my mother and my sister. They weren't me. And when I finally took them out of my boom, erased, nothing. The voices are gone. It wasn't me. I didn't even realize, because it's your family, right? It's your fucking family. I didn't realize that those little voices that I thought were my own self-negative talk never equaled up to what my mother and sister said. Ever. Like, no matter how I thought I was hard on myself, it was the voice of what they said, not me. It took me fucking 50 years to fucking realize that, right? So, again, it's the purest love ever, because there's no yucky, there's no ill, nothing. And it's the most ultimate of, I believe what I say to be true. We are here, we are a soul, and our soul contracts trump everything else. It doesn't matter the label of anything of anybody in this world. Soul contracts are what are the way through for humanity, right? If people cut cords right now with people, just, does it matter if it's your wife? If you haven't slept with her in fucking 15 years, you don't even sleep in the same room, you don't even talk, that ain't your wife. That's not a wife. That's a fucking fear-based program that you're still living, right? All of that. So, just like, whoa. Love you, Alpha Self. Get some sleep, honey. Kim, I'm still trying to get away from my family. That's what I struggle with. And that's exactly what I feel about my family, Genevieve. I've been fighting my parents' demons for so long that I'm just about out of energy. Yup. I know. Yes, I'll flow forward, not backward. Kimba, that's what I like about you, Genevieve, because you like to keep things simple, and I like to complicate things because I like to figure things out very quickly. There's a part of me, Kimba, that doesn't matter if I don't figure things out. I'm not attached to knowing, but I'm very, the feeling, right? It's not knowing that's important. It's the feeling. And like last year, I pushed myself to really see what I hadn't allowed myself to see of how, right? When you got a mother and father and they got two children and one is spoken of in one way and one is spoken of in another, I don't give a shit who you are. Especially if the one who's being spoken about ill is not doing things of right, lying or cheating or fucking whoring and shit, right? Well, when the other person can get away with fucking like shit that the other one can't get away with, that's a golden child, and that's yuck, right? That's it. So
Apple. I'm in a staring contest.
Kimba, I overthink things. I like to figure out puzzles. See, I hate puzzles, Kimba. I absolutely hate puzzles. I do like to keep things simple. It's a duck or it's not a duck, Kimba. You either feel comfortable with somebody or you don't. Just because today you didn't feel comfortable with somebody doesn't mean tomorrow you can't. Right? Every now is different. Every present moment. Anybody has. Like when I speak of what I'm saying with my family, I'm very firm, but it's not closed doors. It's closed doors. You show up at my door and try to fucking, yeah, the potential is not going to be pretty, right? Because I've been recruited back my whole life. So I've spent my whole life searching for soul tribe. And this is something, it's my sister in December and January where she screamed at me, "You've been doing this your whole life. Looking for your real family, looking for tribe, looking for soul family. We're your family." And it's like, you know what? You can't tell a 50-year-old woman that she's been searching her whole life for someone to be like a family feeling. 50 years. She just said it. I was a child saying, this isn't my real family. This is not possible. As an adult, questing for tribe. Why do I keep going back? Why do I allow myself the stuff? Right? Why? Like, for real. I didn't just start looking for tribe because all of a sudden I read a spiritual book that says, oh, we got soul family. No. I was born saying, looking for my dude. Looking for my twin. Looking for my tribe. So, yeah. How many fucking years do I got to give to them of whatever and not be all in of it's all or nothing, right? People can't look you in the eye and say I love you and this is how I'm going to judge you and treat you and you gotta like it or you gotta this is it, this is how family treats each other. No, it's not. Families have treated each other like fucking bullies and gaslighting and narcissists and all these things since time eternal. You don't get to treat me that way. You want to do it? Go ahead. I'm done. I'm done. New world, new ways. You think this is how it's supposed to be? Then you stay that way. It's okay. Right? It's okay. You stay that way. I'm not a part of it anymore. That's it. Elf, empty room manifestation. My sky's 5D. I'm gonna do a DMT experience again soon. Emoji. 1111 code is live. Cool. Right on. Angel Fish, I'm here. Right on. Yes, Kimba. I know my reality will change greatly once I leave my family. Yeah. I'm going to ask you this out loud, but you don't have to answer it at all, Kimba. But have you built a relationship with at least one feminine that's so solid that you can picture yourself living with her? And I say feminine because, you know what? Like, fuck, if you've got a masculine best friend, great. but not all masculine are an embodiment where they're, you know, they're ready for just a roommate, right? But I'm just putting that out there. This being said, a lot of things are going to accelerate in the next months. Some people are going to completely step into another embodiment, people that we never imagined. And I say this, but I believe in everybody's chance to awaken, even the crustiest, most fucked up motherfuckers that people want to crucify, right? So, you know, but I've learned to accept. I don't believe in the fairy tale Disney ending where the whole family is dancing at the end, right? I don't believe we're all going to have that timeline. Some of us, I've never had timelines that compare to many other people. I know we're not supposed to compare, but fuck, my life path is not like other people, right? So why would this part be, right? And if it's meant to be, it will be, but just complete detachment. Emoji says, Elf, how goes the magical mystery tour? Kimba, everything is a program unless it came from your own imagination. Yep. And even sometimes, you know, we're still running certain programs as well. But yeah, I completely grasp what you're saying, Kimba. I resonate with that. Emoji says, rainbows for everybody. Angel Fishy's here. T just got back, getting ready for bed. Yes, Emoji King. Family can suck the life out of you. Yep. And that's what I realized when I hear other people speaking about the monarchy or Hollywood or all these things. And it's like, I've never been harvested by the queen. The queen never fucking harvested my energy. She never fucking sapped me of myself. The queen never fucking, right? It's the people in our life, in our reality, and it's the people closest to us, right? And it hasn't been my whole life. I've gotten along like bread and butter, marmalade and jam with my mama, my dad, and my sister, where they're my best fucking friends for increments of timelines. So the potential is like there, but it's, you know what I mean? But yeah. And that's the thing. That's why it's like, could everybody stop being focused on thinking what's bad and evil out there? Because it's not my family's not bad or evil. They are who they are. They have their whatever expectations, their beliefs, their patterns, their programs, and they choose to be in them. That's okay. It's their free will. It's beautiful. They're living their life. They're fine. They go on vacation. They're partying. They're working. They do what they do. They're fine. Right? They love their life. Like my sister said, I'm the fucking loser who's not manifesting things. I have so much potential. I should be doing this. I should be doing that. Not okay for me to be in a holding pattern if that's where I'm at right now. Right? What are you doing? Dreamland's calling out. Kimba, what if the thing you can't figure out is something that can harm you? I don't know, Kimba. Sometimes it's so in plain sight, right?
Smoothie alert.
Okay, I gotta take a break because Lily's making herself a smoothie. We won't hear anything in a minute. Yeah, and Kimba, like, what I said about, like, it's not that I don't keep my head in the sand of anything, but I just don't attach to certain things of, knowings. Once I know, I know. Once you know, you can't unknow it, right, Kimba? But yeah, there is knowledge to be had, sweetie. There really is. I understand that part. Kimba says, I used to think not knowing was better until I found out it was a hazard to my health. Exactly. That saying, what you don't know can't hurt you, is inversion. That's the lie. What you don't know is actually what's hurting you the most, right? So, for an example, a couple who's in union and one of them is cheating, your body knows you're being cheated on. Your body knows, even if it goes on for days or years or whatever, your body already knows. And your head doesn't want to know. Your head doesn't want to know, right? So you'll smell something, you'll see the hidden text. You can even see a fucking text right there.
Chinese smoothie bowl.
In black and white, and you'll fucking deny it to yourself, right? Because the truth will set you free. What you don't know is what's fucking killing you inside. It's what's making you sick. It's what's toxic. It's what's made it that people all over the world grabbed onto COVID by the balls and are riding it hard because they'd rather have COVID to hang on to blame for everything in their life than to face actually to see, the truth of what your family is, what your workplace dynamic is, what your union is, right? The statistics right now of how many people got divorced during COVID times because they couldn't stand each other. They could handle their routine before, right? They were so fucking busy. The kids do this, the kids do that. You're always fucking running around. You don't even have time to fucking be intimate. But then all of a sudden that got stripped. Stripped. Kids not going to soccer. They're not going to nothing. You got to be with your own kids and your own husband in your own house. How many timelines were stripped? How many people are happier now because of COVID? How many people made the choice that they had to work from home? They never went back. How many new businesses have been manifested in the last years because people are like, I hated my fucking job. I didn't even know I hated it because I was so, right, rat race, and then realized, holy shit, I could be at home making less money doing this or making more money, depending on, can you turn that down a little bit? You know what I mean? So we see COVID is just the means to an end for people to fucking know themselves. It's beautiful. We're so blessed to be in a paradigm. We're not in an apocalyptic setting, right? Like where people are dying on the streets. No matter what they said about COVID, there was never anybody saying like, oh my God, I was walking around my neighborhood and people are dead of COVID on the sidewalks, man. Right? That didn't happen. We got the simplest, most ridiculous. People are being pushed to the brink of being told. Imagine, we're going on years now of being told a mask is important, a mask isn't. You can wear a mask here, you can't wear one here. You can go into a restaurant, you have to wear the mask as you walk in, but then you can eat down as soon as you. What the fuck do people need more, right? How much more ridiculous? Now we got monkeypox, you got all these things. When are people going to realize if I take care of my own body, I'm not going to get sick? And if I get sick, I needed it, right? I needed it. Kim, I do think it comes from past lifetime because I'm definitely a healer. I like to solve and figure out problems. Yup. And within our soul contracts, we chose who we're going to spend this timeline with, right? We did. Our soul contracts. So as yucky as it can be like in the setting that you're in, when you actually meditate, you're in the right place because otherwise you'd be gone. You'd be somewhere else. Like your head might want to run away all the time. You might wish you were somewhere else, but your heart hasn't guided you anywhere else yet. Yet. Right? But you've been through so much in the last years. If your heart opened and all of a sudden you had something offered to you, would you be ready to take it, Kimba? Is the thing as well, right? Have all the stuff that you've learned, all the stuff that you're living, make it that if another soul contract came in, you would actually be ready to grab it and live this life instead of continuing this one, right? You know what I'm saying? Because that patience, the everything, you know, that we've gone through, right? Oh, being still here is awesomeness. Me loving you. Loves you back. Cute. Emoji says, Elf, when you're alone in a room, it's just God with you. Exactly. T says, I love my family. That's beautiful, T. I love my family as well. I just respect and honor us all enough to live my life without still being told time after time, year after year, that I'm fucking doing nothing right, that every fucking thing I do is wrong, right? That things that I did 10 years ago that, you know, we've had the conversations, me, my mother, me, my father, me, my sister, that's the past, but when they choose, they're going to dangle it. You don't get to do that with me anymore. I'm done, right? Like, I was told stuff in December and January that it was like, what the fuck are they even talking about, right? What the fuck? It's so in the past. They're so concerned with certain things that is none of their fucking business, and so of the past, you know? It's like my sister said to me, you're not even thinking about yours and Lily Rose's future. And I was like, I'm the only one thinking of my fucking future and my child. I haven't put toxins into our body. I started researching vaccines fucking 15 years before COVID happened, or 12 years before. There's no fucking way. That's how much I'm thinking of my future. And then my sister's like, but I've gotten vaccines all my life. It doesn't matter. When she went to fucking Africa and went to work, she got so many vaccines and took so many fucking malaria pills. She's never been the same. But she doesn't see that of herself. She doesn't see that she's not the same person as she was before. Because she is in her body, living her life this way, thinking that it's fine. And it is for her. That's her choice. But you can't keep putting chemical in your body and then not, you know what I mean? And say it's not going to affect you somehow long term. That's it. It's not possible. Scream Engine, I'm a bit behind in the vid. I'm speaking from outside time right now, but you're completely killing egos right now. Wow, powerful, bam. I love it. I don't know what I was saying, but okay. Kimba, I can't give good energy to people that don't give good energy. And energy is in the eyes of the beholder. Yes. And that I can give good energy to people who don't give good energy back. But then I'm depleted. I'm sick. I'm in pain. Right? I am the one has no energy left if I'm giving it and it's not coming back in something that feels good to me. Right? So yeah, I can still do it. Believe me, I did it. I fucking depleted myself so much it took me fucking a week to bounce back. Right? Not long ago. He knows. Emoji, I'm the 9th child. I was a granddad at 38 before my older brother had his first child. T says, cool. My ex was a granny at 38 too. She had a child at 17, then a child with me 16 years after her first. So I was close to being a grand stepdad. Yep. Kimba says, I like it when I see big families. That means people were not able to fall into the division. Not everything is as it seems with families. You know what I mean? Kimba says, my son is now a cousin and a brother. Strange how life works out. Yeah. Soul contract. See, Kimba? Kimba, I always said if I had a big house with property, I would have a bunch of kids and animals running around. And Emoji says, I get it, Kimba. It can get even more complicated. Yeah. I'm proud of you, Jack. I love you, dude. Trace, I was a step-grandmother to 5. Really? Nice. Oh, beautiful. Oh, Kimba, me glad. Kimba says, thank you, everybody. I'm feeling better already. Rawr, good. He's glad. Emoji said, Kimba, you would love my family's home movies. 10 of us playing in the yard. I should post it. That would be cool. Kimba says, I love big families. I only have 3 members of my family left that even talk. I believe in soul family more than blood ties. Personally, Mary, we need oxygen. Kimba says, I wish I remember when did I pick my soul contracts. Before birth, sweetie. And some even since I believe some we choose, we chose, I know that we chose soul contracts from since the beginning of time, right? From since the beginning of time, we follow and flow with each other. So, you know what I mean? Especially someone like, just there's certain people, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter if our location and our bodies have been in different places all this lifetime. I was already dreaming of them as a child, as a young adult, and as an adult, until I finally found them now in the last 3 years. And then those like soul contracts were planned like since ever. They're not like, you know what I mean? Kimba, we're one, but people are so divided. I think that hurts me more than anything. I think sometimes, Kimba, just allowing for the division is what can bring back together. So when I said earlier in my life, this isn't my first pony ride with my family of like, this is my first like, boom, like 0 contact, like 0, none, right? 0. But this isn't my first pony ride of just like, allowing them to live and me. And the separation is what always had in the past brought us into a better, relationships later. This being said, this time around is a whole other level of foundation that needs to be there. There's not going to be a phone call of something's happening, Michelle, we need you. It's like, really? Well, no, you don't. You guys can figure your stuff out. I love you, right? At this point, only something could happen to one of my children, and even then, depending on what it was, there's only so much I can do. My hands are tied. I don't have a fucking vehicle to get to anybody, and I won't put myself in the position of being with, nobody's gonna come pick me up and I'm going to sleep at that house again, right? To me, I may never step back on family land. And if I do, it's because it's so pure and good that I don't have a doubt that I'm going to wake up in the morning and I'm going to be hearing the buzzing of like that fucking shitty feeling of I'm the last one to get up with Lily. So we walk into the cottage and everybody's been talking about us for like whatever amount of time until we got there, right? People's eyes should light up when me and Lily walk in the room. Otherwise, I don't step into those rooms anymore. That's it. That's all. right? There's nothing. Nothing. Even my granddaughter, right? This being said, my son's not even participating in life with my family right now. So he is living his life and only putting a little bit of effort and energy into my family right now. Like this much. So we're all doing what we need to do for what our greater good is. Emoji says, me too, Kimba. The separation hurts. I suffered terrible separation anxiety. See, I'm not like that. I've been called cold-hearted in my life very often, because when I'm done, I'm done. Right? You can push me to the edge, to the brink where I actually am losing my hair and I feel like I'm close to death of having zero energy. But once that click, right? And it's a soul contract. Once the soul contract of something clicks, I don't care. There's nothing. I will still, I will still put an energy of love towards somebody. I could still have a friendship with somebody, but it's like with an ex. If I'm done, I'm done. There's nothing that can come. Once I'm done with somebody, it doesn't matter. We could be in a different embodiment of a type of relationship, but it will never be. Right? That's it. Just because ultimately, I love myself so fucking much that no matter how, I will give until I can't. Once I know that I did everything I could my way. It might not be enough for anybody else, but it was my way. I can't go back. I'm very good at closing a door, never looking back. I wouldn't even remember that I was really ever married before if I hadn't had children. That's how much. It's just like, what? Right? Like it's done. Just like there's parts of me, like I know I had a certain boyfriend, but the only reason I remember is because a song or his name will pop up. Because otherwise, right? Just done. He's not mine anymore. I'm not his. Doesn't matter if they still think about me, right? And I really believe that the more we think and wish for somebody that we can't have or that's not working, that's not cool mojo in the air, the energy of the air. Free will is so sacred to me that I will cut ties and cut everything out so that somebody can go live the life that they have to. And if they keep looking back thinking it's me, that's not, it's not me bringing that energy. I'm not calling them back to me. They're the ones choosing to look back and not look forward, right? I got people who still call me from like fucking way back. And it's like, buddy, how the fuck could you still be thinking about me? It was high school. How the fuck could you still have an image of me? Right? That was high school. I got a tone very distinct right now. Kimba says, yeah, the family drama has got to be the hardest. That's why I spend a lot of time in nature. Yeah, Kimba, the scenario where people are so worried about stuff and it's not even their business. Exactly. Mary, two of my best friends and another good friend passed this year. All three the day after they had the second round of vax. Wow. Yep. Thanks for sharing, Mary. Love you. Yeah, Kimba, most people would rather live in their comfortable delusion than hear the truth. And that's the thing. Reality in the last years is pushing people out of the comfort. They can't stay delusional. And the more they do, the more that, it's their choice, but it's not going super good, right? Or it is, but it's still a false reality that will crumble when it's time. It's going to crumble, right? Kimba says, oh, Mary, I'm sorry. My friend and I have physically around me got it, and she's so despondent towards me. Yeah, Mary, it's crazy. I'm in disbelief. That's a huge, yeah, that's a lot at the same time, too, eh? And be ready, guys. Me loves you, and I hate saying this, but there's more, right? More people are choosing. They don't want to be here. They are not going to continue. They don't want to follow through. They don't, right? I love you guys, but we have to be ready for more. And I hate saying that out loud, but we can't, like, if we keep our head in the sand, then we're going to be in shock, right? It's already overwhelming and shocking for some people. See, for me, I don't have those timelines in my reality yet, right? And I'm speaking of my family. The potential for my family to all of a sudden, like the sicknesses or the you know, whatever their things for their V, if it's meant for them, it could be all in a row. It could be all at the same time. I don't know, right? No knows. Kimba, I'm sorry we didn't talk sooner, Jen. I think everything's happening in divine timing. We needed to live certain things first, Kimba. You know what I mean? Because none of the time that we've done, no matter what our last years have been, none of that time has been wasted, no matter if we might think so. Because when we go up from the bird's eye view, we can understand things from last year and even 6 months ago. So it always, right, serves a purpose. Angel Fishy, my eyes light up. Yes, they do, sweetie. My Skies 5D, I'm going to start a challenge, calling it Offline October 1st. Goal, 24 hours, no checking devices or social media. Second goal, 48 hours, no checking devices or social media. Third goal, 72 hours. Personally, my whole family, soul family, is online. So that's not something that's interesting to me, right? I do already find I have a good balance with my phone, my devices. Like, I mean, I check it when I want, and I answer when I want, and I look at what I like, and I don't look at much, right? So, but I can understand sometimes other people would want to do that for themselves, but I'm right. Emoji, it will never be, I wasn't taught how to love myself, had to learn. Not saying mom and dad didn't love me. It was a long, long time ago. Exactly, emoji. Angel fish, exactly. Honor the choice to stay, same as honoring the choice to leave. Exactly. It's so important. Just because it hurts, don't make it not a choice. Exactly. And this is where, especially those of us who did research, who did gather, who did learn a certain things, we must be an embodiment. If we believe in free will, then we must believe in it for all, even if the circumstances that free will choice of somebody to exit this reality. If we believe that we are eternal, then we must harness the ability to speak and to be connected to people when they pass through. You can, the flow of the energy of trusting your higher self and your actual communication, right? If you can trust that you're in sync with soul family and know that you're connected to your soul tribe and that you feel each other, well, the same connection is there this way with whomever, right? It really is. We can't just say we are internal and then not embody the belief of it, right? And that doesn't mean we're still in a human avatar, so that doesn't mean we won't feel, right? But to what point? If we stay in the now, if we connect, if we're always connected. I told somebody once, she said to me, I miss my dad so much. And I was like, in real life, you only had a certain amount of times you could actually phone your dad and he could phone you and you guys actually talked or you guys connected, right? She's like, yeah. I was like, now your connection is direct all the time, 24/7. Always. Don't doubt that part. Ask for signs. Ask to be talked to. You can have a connection with somebody who's passed through where all day long you're being sent songs, you're being sent words. You will feel like you're completely, you know what I mean? It takes, it's the heart over what the mind feels. We want somebody's body in front of us, but the body isn't real. You guys look at me and you look at my avatar. This is just my package. It's just my package, guys. Right? That's it. Love you too, Trace B. What? Oliver's teacher is Mary Martha, starts school tomorrow? Grandson? I don't understand. Is it like called school, but it's like daycare? Like he's not even a year old. Mary Martha. You don't understand the concept of what you're saying unless it's like calling it school because we call it daycare here. Like he's going to be cared for by somebody else during the day, but it's a school? I'm not sure about the terms you're using. I love the name Mary Martha. I'm not going to do any of the sea talk, guys. I don't want to put that energy forth. You guys can continue to talk about it, right? You feel free, but I'm not going to pull that through. I don't support or put any energy towards the sea timelines and stuff like that, right? I have an awareness, but I'm not to put any energy towards it. Again, feel free to circulate, talk about what you want, but I can't put it through me. I can't imprint and speak of that. Okay, that's what I thought. They call it school, more like a daycare. He's going to daycare 2 days a week, and they call it a school. It's more like a daycare, though. That's cool. I get it. Yep. Mary Martha and Oliver. Emoji King, nice package. Your avatar is delightful. You should live to be 110. I'm thinking if I have the life that I want, I would like to bust the age program right to a couple hundred, maybe even 3, but we'll see about that, right? At this point, dudes, if I can't manifest timelines that actually feel good, I might be one of the ones that just decides that, hey, I'll be better served on the other side too, right? Because, whoa. Anyways, I'll be right back. I need water. Yeah, I love the name Oliver too, eh, Mary? It's beautiful. Sea Star, Soul Shine Tribe. The new colors of the rainbow, yeah. T says, Jen, what's going on now? Gonna be over soon? I was watching a channel and he was talking about going on for another 20 years. I was hoping 2/3. I don't know what you mean. I'm not sure what you mean, T. Angelfish, she says, no walls in the ocean. I'm gonna grab a few more cards and, I need to end the stream. I think I just checked what time it was, but I didn't even, I looked, but I didn't even grasp. 22:18 Eastern time. So I'm gonna pull a few cards and just, yeah, I checked the time, but I didn't even look at it. I'm getting hungry. I got shepherd's pie waiting for me. I'm just gonna have to warm it up a little bit. So yeah, I need to eat soon. Card number 14, 1 and 4 is 5. Assurance. You're hungry too, Mary? Yeah. Okay, 14, assurance. Remain steady. Be assured you are doing exactly what you're supposed to do. You might be seeing small signs that things, situation, and desires, itchy nose, are beginning to fall into place. Your focus and skills are intact. You will feel motivated in work areas and therefore make good inroads in your usual work. New ways of dealing with things will occur to you. Fresh perspectives will appear. And as a result, your life will move towards harmony and balance. Trust yourself. You have everything that you need. You're eating a burger? No bacon, Emoji King? Right on. No way, really, Treese B? You cut your hair today about the length? My length now? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Whoa. We twins, baby. Angelfish, love you, G. We're gonna have brown beef and taters. Right on. Trace Beast, I had cube steak and potatoes and mac and cheese. So yum. Yeah, I made a shepherd's pie earlier, and I prepped some ribs. I made a barbecue. Well, I made a barbecue sauce because I take a bunch of stuff and make my own blends. Right? They never taste the same. My shepherd's pie is weird looking because first of all I used new potatoes and I kept the peels on because the peels are new, like yummy. And I realized when I took the milk out of the fridge that it wasn't good anymore. So they're not creamy, and I just used a lot of butter. Lily seems to have eaten it all, and it was good. So, but yeah, so we don't. I don't. Lily doesn't drink. We don't drink milk, but I use it sometimes, like for ingredient, right? Like for mashed potatoes and stuff. So yeah. You gonna have a nap, Angel Fishy? 16. 1 and 6 is 7. Inner truths. There's a lot of depth to your feelings. You're on your way to understanding your feelings and desires more clearly. The next steps of your path will soon reveal themselves. Stay vigilant to new opportunities that might lead to the beginnings of novel projects or assist with current ventures. Look around you and within you. Be willing to do the work at the deepest levels, as you will find jewels of wisdom, knowledge, and inner voice, all waiting patiently to assist you. Nature's crystals are created deep within the earth, so go deep and find your own treasures. Emoji says shepherd's pie with peas, not corn. Dude, I put both. I put peas and corn and cream of corn. I don't like the lumpy corn. I like cream of corn and a can of peas. I was going to go double peas, 2 cans, but I was like, whoa, Nelly, don't go pea crazy, right? I like peas. I'm gonna go put my slice of pie, shepherd's pie, in the oven, just so it gets heated while I finish pulling the last card. Oh gosh, got no food again. I thought you were coming out to hang out with me. I'm just hungry. Yeah, you're gonna wait. We'll eat at the same time, dude. The cat's on me. He wants food. He's gonna have to wait. You back in real time, Scream Engine? I would share my shepherd's pie with you, Angel Fishy. Tia, I had wing of chicken, battered sausage, and chips. Yes, Mary, trust has come up in many discussions this past week. Yeah, the first card I pulled today was honesty, honesty, right? Trust and honesty go hand in hand. You cannot trust somebody who's not honest, right? You can't trust somebody who's not honest. You can't, and honestly, at this point where we're at, it's not even a possibility to actually trust people who. And honesty means like everything. That's what authenticity is, right? It's everything. So anybody holding anything back just feels like a lie now, right? I don't know if you guys have noticed, if people are holding something in, whether it's big or little, it just feels like that lie energy, right? Lack of authenticity feels like a lie. So it doesn't, it doesn't matter if people don't have intent to lie. It's even the most basic question. If you ask somebody you love, are you okay? And they say, I'm fine. But they're not, right? And they don't choose to, they don't have to, free will. They don't choose to trust you, but at the same time, they're hiding something from you. They're not being honest. It's not forthright. Okay, it's fine. But still, you can't be on the same frequency with anybody. Doesn't matter who it is, if they're holding something back or if they're not completely forthright. Right? And it's not like before where you could just bypass and it's fine. It's fine. It's fine if everybody in the whole fucking room is fucking liars and cheaters and bears. We just all gonna have fun anyways. Let's all just get along. It's not that you don't maybe get along. It's that if you're like me, your body can't even be in the same room. Your body won't even let you be in the same timeline. Your body will, divine intervention is coming to make sure that we don't get into places that we're not supposed to be anymore, right? Notice that yet? 28, broken open, the gift of grief, being shattered as a result of loss, the potential inherent in failure. There are situations in life where you see the value of loss, grief, and a broken heart. Yet it's not the pain or the loss itself that must be the focus of your attention here. No, not even the story that happened. The details surrounding what brought you to your knees is as important as what the results are from the experience. Can you see that this situation broke you wide open? It enabled you to have an even greater capacity for love, compassion, empathy, and understanding. You cannot be the same person as you were before. The only way forward is to move through it without resistance or manipulation, without attempting to bargain with unseen forces, right? A lot of people screaming to God, praying to God, God, send me this, send me that, do this, do that. Because none of your usual fallbacks can put you back together again. Boom, I just said that. Nothing works the way that it did, right? Nothing. If you do fall prey to self-absorption or self-pity, it will just make it harder to get back to the next gradual phase, leading to relief. Yet, even if you are prolonging the inevitable, you will get there eventually. The gift is in accepting who you become as a consequence of integrating the difficult experiences and allowing yourself to be more than you were. Wisdom comes at a high price, but the value of your experience of moving through to the other side is unsurpassed. Love the you that is the result of being broken open by life's challenges. Hey, Deke. How's it going, dude? Welcome in. Thanks for being with us. Yes, Angel Fishy. Liars and cheaters and bears. Oh, my. Yes, My Skies 5D. Everything's better with butter. I don't do bluebonnet and parquet. Exactly, Mary. In cap locks. Don't move. Look back. Move on. Yeah. I'm doing good, Deke. Thanks for asking. You're looking so vibrant these days. Love your vibe. Gonna chill and let you do you. I'm almost done the stream. I just put my food in the oven to reheat. I need food. I've been on for a while. Thanks for being with us, though. I've been thinking about you. Mary, red is really good on you. Thank you, sweetie. I do avoid sharing my red a lot. I save the red. Hey, Milky Way Soul Tribe. Hello, everyone. Favor to you all. It's funny because I've been like, bringing Brian back and forth like since the beginning almost of the stream today. Thanks for coming in. Hello, everyone. Favor to you all. Things are going good, Deke. Life is special, let's just say. Surreal. That's an interesting one. Shepherd's pie with mushroom peppered sauce. Deke, oh well, I just saw you live. That's cool. Thanks for coming in and saying hi. Appreciate it. Trace, yeah, the red. Deke says, what's for supper? That might be way too personal. No way, Jose. I made shepherd's pie. Rawr, with peas and carrots. Peas and carrots, peas and carrots.
There's carrots. I didn't do carrots.
Lady in red, belly dancing. Yeah, I don't share that Scream Engine. Only my daughters have ever watched me do that. And I say watched me. My one daughter has come in the room saying, what are you doing? And Lily's just used to either seeing me move or not. Right? That's for me. And until I have my dude in my life, that's part of me, right? What after that? But that's me. I share myself like on screen. I share a lot of my life, but there's parts of me that I save, right? That's important to me. Besides, Scream Engine, I know I show up this way, looking at the camera, but I really don't like being looked at so much, Scream Engine. I really don't enjoy it at all. It's just that I was guided to show up and always just be this way, right? It's a part of my process of me and adapting to being in front of a camera and being looked at, but I don't actually enjoy being looked at so much. Not at all, actually. Kuan Yin, compassion, 26. I'm going to leave just that up like that, just compassion. I don't want to go read more about it. The word itself is pretty self-explanatory. Empathy and compassion, benevolence, benevolent mercy, the words that come up. Thank you, Deke. You are always a positive, fun thing. Gesundheit, sweetie. Really, Deke? Oh my goodness, that pie. When we got that first, it was in grade school, and it was delish. Yum. Yeah, I just try to keep Brian's memory alive. Yeah, he's always right here. Like I said, I was saying earlier, like with the first edition of the deck, we're blessed that there was the extra card, right? And I just keep it close. I would frame it, but I'm really not that kind of person to sometimes do that. But maybe I will eventually. But he's always right here, right beside me. Always. Mary, I think I saw you dance a few years ago, G. You are good. Yeah, I've shared myself maybe 5 times. Maybe 5 times altogether of kind of opening myself up to, you know what I mean? As an activation is the way that I consider it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I have shared a little bit of movement, but just not a lot. Just not a lot. This being said, if we were all together, everybody would see me do a certain move, right? It's the same as if, you know, if we were all in the same setting, or if we all lived it and just ran into each other somewhere, everybody would see each other in certain ways, right? If we had a fire, people would see me move. It's not that I don't move, right? But I've made sure to keep my channel small and to not attract a certain following through my body or you know, other things. It's important to me. Angel Fishy says, I'm looking at that way. And Trace says he has the prettiest feet. No shit, eh? Holy fuck. I was like, nice toes, dude. Like, seriously. Nice toes that way. Angel Fishy, I got your back like a bra strap. That's funny because my whole, like, I just want to go change and get out of this and be like in something different and put my hair up. I'm really hot right now. I just want to go put my hair up. What, honey? Okay. It is cooler now, but the oven is right here beside me, right? Compared to you in your bedroom with a little breeze maybe coming through your window. So I'm going to end the stream with a super awesome card. Uzme. Humor. A little bit of laughter, guys, right? Card 49. I said right beside me, Jen, as you said right beside me, Jen. Roar, T, love it. Can't make this up, eh? Right beside me, gave me a little scare. Oops. Let's meet on the purple planet. Trace B, booby trapped. Yeah. Oh, and when I was in the kitchen putting my food in the oven, I was like, oh my God, someday, sooner the better, Trace, I'm going to need some help slinging these girls in a way that feels more comfortable. It shouldn't feel awkward when my boobs are slinged in a little bit, right? Because I don't tend to use a lot of support, right? Yes. I actually use this dress as a pajama more often. I don't actually wear this dress out and about. I wear it as a pajama more than often than not. So I'm going to do that flash dance, take the boob sling off, and just be comfortable. But I need my hair up. Like hot. Yeah. Free the girls. Love you guys. Thank you so much for an awesome stream. My experience for me at the end of my stream was like weird for me last night. I know it was just me and I'm glad of that. That's why I exited it before anybody else could feel the energy. We're all becoming very, 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 you know, not able to just pretend we can't feel something passing through. And I just wanted it to, right? So I had told Wolf Dude earlier, he texted me. He's like, are you doing are you streaming soon or something? And I was like, I might not stream today. You know, I think I might want to just kind of not be tested right now. I don't feel like fucking shit. And then I was like, what the fuck? As if I'm going to back away because something felt creepy yesterday. And I was like, okay, I'm going in. I'm going in. Right? No. Totoji, dance to food. I wish I was with you because I don't even like doing my toenails. Like I do them myself and everything, Angel Fishy, but I would rather somebody, well, not somebody else, not just anybody. Angel Fishy, if we were together, I would let you do my toenails too. Yeah, I don't let many people touch my toes, but. Mary says, LOL, I was a size G. Whee! When I was 9 months preggers. Dudes, when I was pregnant, I didn't have access to like proper bras and shit, you know what I mean, from the region that I was in. So it was like, oh my God. Deke says, I'm smiling listening to you, G. Thank you. Loves you guys. Thank you so much for a super stream. Thanks for everybody who participated. Especially thank you for those in the background who just anchored the space, passed through what you did. And thank you so much. Love you guys. Yes, it is good for you to come catch up. I'm doing that thing, Deke, where I'm kind of calling out, right? Of, yay, anybody who wants to come check in, just kind of poke your nose in, say hello, right? Feel that tribe vibe. Sometimes people aren't seen, so it's like, oh, I haven't seen Deke in a while. Thank you guys so much. I love you. Milky Way Soul Tribe, thank you as well for taking the time. I appreciate it. Yeah, I will, Dee. Come and see me sometimes like you do. Love you back, girl. Nothing but love, G. Good night. Good night. I feel it so much. My eyes feel like crying. Seriously. Thank you guys for an awesome stream. Love you. I can't see the button because I don't have my glasses. I'm trying to exit and not cry my nuts off, but I can't see the fucking little X. I can't see the little X to end the stream. I'm not crying. You're crying. I'm not really crying. I'm going to go eat. There's the button. Love you guys.